Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 233. I am your Joe Dix, joined by Mark Augustiniak.
Hello.
Ben Barrett.
What's up?
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. How you guys doing?
Good.
Rockin' a dragon.
Rocking a dragon?
Yeah. Never. No? Didn't catch it?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I get it.
Ah, okay. Went right over my head.
I understand because I know that Mark has been playing that game a whole lot, from what I understand.
That franchise has kind of been my life for the past, 3 weeks. Something like
Oh
that.
yeah, you've been watching a bunch of the Super.
Yeah, just catching up on all that.
Yeah.
Just getting hyped.
All in prep for the game.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, how are you?
Good, man. I bought a bed yesterday, and then, as we're leaving the mattress firm place, I'm like, "Fuck, we're moving out." And she's like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "Nah, we're moving out."
It's getting
and
real.
She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think you understand." And she's like, "No, I get it." I'm like, I think that's when it finally kicked in. After I bought the bed, I'm just like,
Oh yeah,
"Oh,
it's
okay.
happening.
No doubt. Okay, cool."
Well, this isn't your first time out on your own though, right?
Oh, hell no, man.
So you're already prepared for the having to buy paper towels,
Yep.
toilet paper.
Yeah, still got all the shit from New Jersey anyway when I had to move up there, so.
You still have toilet paper and paper towels?
Oh,
from New
no.
Jersey?
No, like forks, knives, plates,
Oh,
pots,
yeah, yeah.
pans, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now we just got to call the Comcast guy up and have that installed. Because I refuse to be in a house with no internet.
Mm-mm.
I refuse.
You doing that gigabit?
It's 2018, man.
Doing that gigabit?
Yeah, man, blast.
Yeah.
If it's blast, get the fuck out of my house.
That's what I'm saying. When's the move in?
Thursday. Ferb 1st.
I thought it was months away.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was too.
What the
Dang.
fuck happened?
I was like, why am I going to wait till March?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, I'll fucking go now, man. Shit.
All right.
Bye. Later,
Shit.
Gator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's hella rad.
Yeah, I can't wait. I got my vintage Slayer poster all ready to go, so, you know.
Framed up? Or
Yeah,
you
man.
thumbtacking that
No,
boy?
it's thumbtacked now because it was already thumbtacked previously, but I am getting that shit framed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to IKEA. Cheap
IKEA?
frames.
no doubt. I don't even. Do you have to build it yourself?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Not with the frames. You just buy it. Look. See those? IKEA.
See, I like those.
Simple.
I like that.
Actually, I think all the frames in this house, because that's the thing. When we first got our first apartment, everything was IKEA. Everything.
As it should.
Because it's easy and
Yeah.
cheap. And then as we bought the house, we graduated a bit. I kept all the IKEA shit because it's cheap and we already have it.
Mm-hmm.
This here podcast table. But then she started replacing things with more expensive things.
Oh, okay.
You build up. But the frames, we still buy the frames because they're, look at that. It's a
Yeah.
good frame.
I like that. I like the frame.
Yeah, you can get big ass ones.
Yeah. I'm going to need a bigger one.
$20.
I'm there.
Not even.
I gotta
Maybe.
stop by and get the frame. But we were, because there's still a bunch of stuff we gotta clean out and whatnot. And the previous owner has a computer, like a Hewlett Packard, not an HP.
Oh,
Yeah, Hewlett Packard.
Hewlett.
And I was like, I looked at him. I was like, so what are you doing with that computer? And he's like, I was gonna toss it. I was like, you can leave that if you want. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I can take that from you. He's
What
like,
do
you
we-
sure?
What are we running?
I don't know.
98?
I didn't power it up yet. Dude, this motherfucker is old.
Yeah.
Like, that computer's so old, it's yellow. It's not even white anymore. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a bet now. Which operating system?
I'm
do
going to
you
guess that,
get? Judging by the way it looks.
by the way, it looks definitely Windows 98. It's got a little
You think
more.
98?
Yeah, because Windows 95, I don't know, the computers that came out around that time definitely look a little different. Windows 98, they all went for that, E-Machines box look. The towers.
I was about to say,
You know what I mean?
this is the exact
Yeah.
computer I had when I was playing MMOs.
Yeah. It looks just like that.
Whoa. Did you leave
Yeah.
the stickers on it to make everyone know that you were cool?
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to.
of course.
Got, what was that, 566 megs?
Yo, yeah.
Badass.
Yeah.
Of RAM?
I don't know, I just see the 566.
It just says megahertz. Intel Celeron processor,
Damn.
64 megabytes of, I believe that's the RAM.
64 megabytes of RAM?
Maybe? I don't know. It's a very blurry picture. I can't really read it.
Oof.
That's like a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
15
Is that how it
gigabyte hard drive? Yeah.
That's actually pretty big for that time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
56K for going online. America Online version 1.0 included. Or
Nice.
oh no,
Oh,
5.0. 5.0, I'm sorry.
Good. You
Yeah.
need that.
Did anybody ever have to like pay for AOL? Because you always just got the free discs, right?
The free discs, there's something about like they got smart eventually. They found a way to like
Block out multiple disc usages.
yeah, so it's like you had to keep making new accounts basically if you wanted to keep using those
okay.
discs or something like that.
Mm.
So eventually we started paying for it, but it was still kind of cheap. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe
I
like,
don't.
like $10 or 30 a month. I don't know. I didn't
wasn't
pay for it.
Yeah, I wasn't involved with those bills. I don't know. I remember taking the discs and using them as frisbees at
Yes,
the,
of course.
at
course.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, let's say I always get them from Blockbuster.
Always
Just take
get 'em,
all
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, that's
take
where we always got them at Blockbuster. I remember
Yeah.
we would rent a game and then we would, grab a
You'd
disc.
walk out, you'd walk past that grumpy guy Sean, and then you'd get the fucking discs.
That motherfucker, dude. I remember him.
I need to find him.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like I think about that guy at least once a month. Like I just like where is he? Where did he come from?
Did you
Where
work
did he
at
go?
Blockbuster for a little?
No, I
Was
wanted
that,
to.
I can't remember someone who did. They worked at Blockbuster for a little
Mhm.
and then it just blew up.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Damn.
Remember when the guy drove the car through the window?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I
It
think
was
we talked
that
about
was
on-
that used to be the N64 section.
Yeah, it was.
Cause I remember all the boxes, cause they were in the sunlight, they got all like
Fucking
bright.
terrible.
Yeah, man.
I feel like we talked about this Blockbuster a lot on this show. But that guy, we had did we ever talk about the guy on the show? We probably talked about
not
it
while I
last
was
week,
here.
and I just don't remember. This dude was always mad. And granted, we were terrible, and we didn't help at all with the situation, but like,
Same.
the tiniest thing, you'd ask him, and it just set him the fuck off.
Just had trigger words.
Just anything. It didn't, he was just, and then once you'd see him get angry, we were stupid fucking kids, so we'd,
Yeah, you
gotta-
keep
you gotta
going.
poke him. You
Yeah,
gotta
man.
poke
He
him.
was. That's his fault, then. You know.
Yeah.
He should
I don't
have
even
been
know
better.
what we would do. I'd like just ask him what movies were coming out, and he'd be like, "Oh, they're on the board behind me." And I'm like, "Yeah, but when's Anaconda 2 coming out?" Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible,
Oh man,
dude. I mean,
Blockbuster.
but he walked. He lived right up the street from there.
I would see him walking all the time.
Always
I remember
walking,
that.
either
Yeah.
with groceries or without. But after the Blockbuster shut down, what do they do?
I don't know. Where do you go from there?
I honestly, I don't think he survived it. That place was his life.
It was, unless he went up to Alaska to like the last
The last
Blockbuster.
one?
Yeah,
I don't think he had the funds. You know what? Though they got pretty good severance packages.
yeah.
When they shut down all those places. I know there was a dude I knew who was a manager there, and he was set. They like covered him, gave him health care for 9 months
Damn.
after laying him off, and gave him I think they gave him a year's salary, maybe more. It was at least a year.
How the fuck do they have that money? Because
I mean,
they
you
closed
know.
down because they're down in the slumps. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They probably pulled out what they had left, and then
all right.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah, poor fucking guy.
Well, you're moving, right, Ben?
Yeah.
According to this 1,175 hours free of AOL 9.0, let AOL help you settle in quickly.
Yes. That's what I need. That's a lot of fucking hours, dog.
You can get it on eBay for $8.85.
Steal.
Steal.
Hit me up.
Those
AOL, what's
things-
good?
I just like.
I want to see this computer.
There's just people on eBay
Oh, I'll-
just selling these discs.
Oh, it's the monitor. It even has the speakers on the side, dude.
Oh,
like the big
they
ass
can
ones.
slide off.
No, these are in.
They're just in.
These
The
are
ones
in
I
the
had
monitor.
could slide off and
Like
that
the
was
one you used to
bad.
have in your dining room?
Did I have one like that? I
Did
can't
you?
remember.
I don't remember.
I'm talking about the one. It's like the monitor. It's like the big tube monitor, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
speakers.
Gray ass speakers.
Yeah.
Didn't you have speakers on the side?
Maybe I don't know. I can't remember. I had so many fucking monitors. I can't
Oh.
remember.
Damn.
And I even asked Faith. I was like, "It's okay if I keep that computer, right?" And she's
Yes.
just like, "Because we are bringing a lot of shit in. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
seem like I'm a pack rat, but I'm like, I need this computer.
I mean, at least just to turn it on and see
Yeah.
what's inside, and if it runs Doom.
Fire up Doom, Lego
Yeah.
Island, man. I still got my dude. I still got him, dude. I still
Heck
got
yeah.
him. Still got him.
Fun fact about Lego Island: that whole team got fired the day
Yeah, they
before
got
it released.
fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, where did I hear that from recently? It was in a podcast or something.
I saw it on a,
Oh, just
on a
not.
Digino gaming video.
That's
but-
what it was. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Mm-mm.
Yuck.
I still have that game.
Yeah.
That game was fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to. I'm looking at it right now.
Which one?
The Lego game. Wait, that's Lego Batman.
Yeah,
I'm blind.
It's a third one.
You're talking about Lego City Undercover.
Yeah, because
or
I got
whatever.
like a Lego Island vibe out of that. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, they put that out on more than just Wii U. It was only on Wii U.
Yeah, it was an exclusive first, right?
But now it's on, I think, PC. I think it's on everything at this point.
Damn.
What, that city one?
Yeah.
It's just Swedish Grand Theft Auto.
I mean,
With Legos, man?
No, because Legos are from Sweden, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Could be wrong. but
Dang,
I
that'd be
thought-
cool.
Did not know. We're down one birthday boy.
Yeah, I'm
Matt-
actually warming up a seat for him.
Yes, Matt is.
So you got to talk about Dota.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, we survived that.
Fill the quota on Dota.
Matt is celebrating his birthday. Not right now. It's not his birthday today.
Nope.
Birthday later this week. But he's on his way to a wrestling event. He's gonna go watch Stone Cold drink beers and break glass
And kick
Yeah.
ass.
and kick ass. I don't think Stone Cold's actually gonna be there, but
That'd be cool.
fucking
Coming in a
bad.
beer truck
It would be badass.
and a Budweiser truck.
You know what else was badass? Oswald, my son.
Oh, what do you
Yeah,
do?
like, uh-oh.
Dude, fucker, badass. So we have the little baby gate that we use to separate them from different rooms when we don't want them going wherever. Because Oswald gets into shit. If you give him free room of the house, he's gonna open the trash can up and dig through for Q-tips and shit. He's a monster. So I'm sitting. I was getting ready for the show, doing all my notes, and Katie walks up behind me and shoves both fingers, one in each of my ears. So I screamed.
Did she wet will you?
No wet fingers.
All
Just
right.
got him in there enough to piss me off.
Dry Willy.
Yeah, dry wills. I jumped up, and then as soon as I jumped up, she ran upstairs, over the baby gate and upstairs, and I chased after her, just screaming, just for fun, just playing around. Oswald did not like it. He went into full protect mode, even though her and I are just playing around. Knocks dead. We're up there, I'm just trying to shut the door because I was gonna wet Willie her back. I was gonna legit.
Yeah.
He knocked. I hear the gate go tumbling, and he barrels up the fucking stairs, and then charges in between us and just starts looking at us both, just like, "What happened? What's happening? Who's in danger?" Because she was screaming, just no.
You just hear the glass break from
It was-
downstairs.
dude, it
Dun,
was-
dun, 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 dun.
fucking stone cold. I've never seen him take down the gate before.
Damn.
Because normally, like, you'll do the gate, and if he really wants something on the other side, he'll just scream. This, he was like, "Oh shit,
Wrecking
something's going
ball.
down. I gotta get through."
What a badass.
Fucking badass.
What else? I mean, what did Earl do?
Oh well, as soon as that the gate went tumbling down, Earl was under the couch. He just does not
Does
like
not.
that. Not at all. Before we jump into what we've been playing, because I do want to talk about what we've been playing, we are coming on the wire here. What day do you think we are gonna get
Here we go.
our Nintendo Direct?
Oh, I thought that was me. I
man.
thought you were about to say something else.
We
I'm
got
glad you didn't.
technically we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it could happen today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. One of these days it's happening. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Well, they have to announce it first, right?
Do they?
They're
They
not
didn't do
just.
it.
They're not just gonna throw it out there.
So that means today, Monday, the 29th, they need to announce it for Wednesday or tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Part of me wants to say Tuesday, but I could also see Wednesday.
I'd like Wednesday just so it can happen on Matt's birthday.
Wed NES Day.
There it is. There it is.
It's two. He's too right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get Reggie on the phone.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
What does Visa Mac have to say about this?
Is it bad that I don't think there is gonna be one?
That's a lot of numbers for 911.
Let me call Reg real quick.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like. I'm not.
I don't think.
I would be surprised if there's one, but I'm not. I'm not feeling it.
I mean, that's fine. Don't feel it. I'll feel it. I know.
All right. Well, I mean, I would like to see one.
Yeah, I mean, definitely would like to see one. It's just
I just don't think it's gonna happen.
I know.
not feeling those vibes.
Wouldn't it be great if it did, though?
That would be fucking awesome.
I'd be happy.
Cause I need to see some Metroid 4,
Yeah, me too.
and then I'm
That's
gonna
gonna be
need.
an E3
Well,
thing.
obviously when Mother 3 gets announced.
Yeah, that's coming
Um,
anytime now. Here's what I need. I'm not going to turn this into a whole Nintendo Direct podcast. I won't do it. I'd only do that if Matt were here. But I've been playing a lot of Metroid Prime this week. So yes, I need 4.
Yeah.
I need to know more about 4. But really I need Virtual Console. Because I've also been itching to play a couple old things. But I just feel...
Arcade version of Mario is out there.
Yeah, no, that's a really, like, the versus Super Mario Brothers is dope. Because it's a...
No, like Super Mario Brothers.
That's what I mean.
Is that versus?
Yeah, so it's not
Oh.
the arcade version of Mario. It's a weird Japanese-only release.
Right.
That's out now that Hamster put out, but it's got some weird fucked up rules to it. It doesn't apply to the same NES rules.
Did you play the cabinet
Yeah,
at Craptown?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
about that. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It's different. It's weird.
Mhm.
But I need, like, I want to play Zelda OG
yeah.
NES.
Like the first one?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
played it, but I want to play it again, and I feel weird playing on Wii U. Like we played Mario Maker the other week, which was fun, but
Mhm.
like just holding that thing just doesn't feel right going
See,
backwards.
I prefer playing on the Wii U. Because then you have the little tablet. You don't, you know?
I was playing on the 3DS.
play the Switch for a year, and
All right.
then try and play the Wii. That's
Oh,
my like
Yeah.
after having a
Alright.
Switch, like the ability to just slide one of those Joy-Con off and have it be an NES controller, top notch.
I think it's just the shortness of the buttons. So close to the controller. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to press in as much compared to a Wii U, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just it's thin too. Like
So it's like if a Wii U was like switches.
you're right. That's a big piece of it. It's also the size of that thing. That thing is bulky to hold.
Well, I mean, I guess a better way to describe it is like a Switch's buttons, like face buttons, feels like a 3DS.
No, yeah.
It's like
yeah, it feels
it's
like,
like
a
that.
portable. Yeah.
But even I have Zelda on 3DS, and I opened it up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that."
Mm.
Like it just doesn't feel the same.
That's why I played 1 and 2 on.
I never even played through the first one. I played like 10 minutes of it. I'm like, I've had enough.
Dude.
Whatever. I'm going to play the superior one, Zelda 2.
I mean, yeah.
The first one, like, it doesn't really pick up to like after the third dungeon. I feel like just like navigating wise and then
Yeah.
finding everything. Like,
Yeah, you don't really have a rhythm
no,
for it.
because
quite
like that first
necessarily.
area just sucks. Constantly discovering it and whatever. Once you move over to the left more and after Lost Woods and start going up where the graveyard is, things start like picking up.
Yeah.
Right on.
Speaking of games, speaking of Metroid, I did play Metroid Prime 1 and 2 this week.
Oh, you beat 2?
Did not beat 2.
Okay.
But I beat 1. I just closed my fucking notes. Like, I beat 1, and I'm not too far into 2, but I got in there. So, generally, I need the Switch. I need Metroid Prime 4. And, like, really, if I could just play this game on Switch, I think the nunchuck and the Wii remote is a great combo. I've always loved that, like, since day one of the Wii. Just the ability to kind of hold them side by side and just whatever.
Oh, that's you. That's right. That's how you've been playing this.
But
I keep thinking GameCube.
oh yeah, no, but just something about the Switch, or having both Joy-Con, like that ability that would be so much nicer. But this is still good. Scanning in Metroid Prime gets really redundant.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm playing these, I'm also playing them with the filter of I've never finished all of these, and from what I played, I don't remember a lot of what I played.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of playing like that, but I'm also playing like in anticipation of what 4 might be to kind of get myself primed for that.
Cool.
And scanning, I really hope scanning gets an overhaul in 4. Because there's such a dependence on it in Prime 1 and 2 so far, where you just need to scan everything in the room, and it slows everything down in a way that I don't care for.
It makes you feel less of a bounty hunter and more of like a researcher.
Yeah, and like I like it, but it like
I like the other details that game had. It's kind of similar to like Star Fox 64 when like you zoom in first person mode, you can see Fox's reflection in the little.
oh yeah,
that was
yeah.
cool.
And then in Metroid when it's like raining and lightning, you can see Samus's eyes. the
It's
reflection of the
terrifying.
I
visor.
remember that.
Like if someone shoots at you a bunch and it
Yeah.
flashes and you're not expecting it, it scares me. But I don't know. I really hope the scanning gets I hope someone takes a deeper look at that, because there's
Yeah.
all these really, really great environments and really, really great set pieces that I want to see and move through and work my way through. in a puzzle-like way, but
Is it mostly enemies or is it like relics and stuff too? And
Metroid Prime 2 especially has just like you walk into a room and everything is unscanned. Like there's not a lot
Okay.
of reused assets from room to room, so you're always finding
man.
new things.
I think it'd be neat to like just scan the room.
sounds annoying.
So you like have
and
a
you don't-
map, but then the enemies, I feel like you should kill them and then you get the data as you defeat them,
Yeah.
and then you can just look back at it
Yeah.
later.
It's a really cool system for what it is. It's just I feel like now my patience is past that. And I could
Yeah.
easily, I'm saying this as someone who can just not scan and just walk through,
And this came out
but
what year?
04.
So it's
Well, Prime 1 was 02, Prime 2 was
Right.
04.
Then Prime
And there
3
probably
was on
wasn't-
Wii, right?
Yeah.
and there probably wasn't many games like it at the time.
No,
I mean, I guess there really isn't now, but well, no, maybe. There's a lot of more first-person exploration type stuff.
Yeah, is there a
Yeah.
horror element in these games? Like
Well, like
Super
this,
Metroid?
there's,
Not
I mean,
even-
the isolation aspect of
Yeah.
it still kind of lends itself to that. Prime 1 is a lot lonelier than Prime 2 is so far.
Okay.
And like Prime, especially because remember, I just played 8 Halo games, right? And for 5 of those, Cortana's in your head. And for the other 2, you are always on walkie with someone. This is like totally different. Like
Okay.
you are alone. And that kind of really like I missed Cortana a lot. I was like, the final boss in Metro Prime, motherfucker. But it kind of it's one of those like classic final bosses that just wraps everything up real nicely, where it's like, hey, use all the weapons, use all the skills you've learned, do everything, check each of these boxes off as you go through and kill this thing. And I finally got it.
Oh, Super Metroid has like that dash that you can do that like flies through everything,
Yeah.
basically like Mach speed or whatever.
Mhm.
Is that in Prime at all? Something like that? It's just a like morph ball and
You have a double jump, and you can use that if you're locked onto somebody. You can like double tap as you're strafing to do like
oh, okay.
just side to side. But
Is it like a mid-air jump you can do?
yeah, there is
Like
double-
air dash, whatever. Just like
You could that you'd still have to be locked on, but you
Yeah.
kind of like jump and then jump to the side.
okay.
Prime 2, immediately within the first area, you're like, oh shit, they started from scratch. Not in a bad way.
Mm.
Like it still feels like Metroid Prime, plays like Metroid Prime, but you can tell that they were like, great, let's start. I don't know if it's because maybe like talent changed hands and they couldn't rebuild, or I don't know what the approach was or how or why. But you can feel that they were like, all right, let's do another one, but let's do things a little different, but also the same. This one, your main protagonist, as far as I've met, is Dark Samus. But I've already killed Dark Samus. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know.
Man, Dark Samus is gonna come back or something.
But
Right.
it was like, yeah. I don't know. I assume. But I killed it. It's dead.
Wait, is Dark Samus like a Metroid?
It's just it looks like Samus, but it's an all black suit with
No, I
like
remember seeing like the photos. I just didn't know what it was.
that it didn't talk, it didn't whatever, it's just
Okay.
Ooh, that's kind of creepy.
yeah.
I like that.
It just kind of like sees you and then runs away, and then when you meet up with it again, you're in a little locked area, a little corridor, and you have to just kind of fight, kill it. You get a weapon, move on.
There's a part I remembered online that was like a funny scene. It's not meant to be funny, but I found it funny in
From
Metroid
2?
Prime. It's from the third one, so I'm not going to talk about it. But
It's been too long since I played that one, so I don't remember anything about it, except for I remember it all being bright. And I remember a shirt that I bought from Hot Topic that I lost.
it was just a moment from a cutscene. I just thought it was funny.
Right, and that's the thing too. Is like 2 has a lot more cutscenes. It's a lot more dudes talking. A lot more like there's these elders, these old ass characters. But this whole game has this dark light mechanic where you're kind of jumping between dark world, light world.
Where have I heard that before?
I know, right? But there's no. It doesn't have it. It's the same concept as Link to the Past, where it's like, yes, the map is still this shape, except now
You have a
everything's
dark version of your.
It's a different.
character.
Yeah, well, you don't play as Dark Samus, but it's
Well, no, but you're fighting a.
right, yeah. But it just everything's. It's like being in the Upside Down. It's
Mhm.
just. It's all
It's all twisted.
everything's gooey and sticky and black and purple instead of it being
Hmm.
brown and whatever. But I don't know, there's just not enough, like, so far, not enough variety where I'm like,
I was like, how many hours is this in?
2 or 3.
Okay, yeah.
You still got a while to go.
Yeah. But it's good. I'm already tired of that mechanic of you start the game, you got whoops, something took all Samus's powers away.
Butterfingers, man. She's got to get a grip.
How about just not having powers to begin with, and you're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
I don't know.
I would say just have the suit and just
Well, I'm
let
okay
everything
with
just suffer.
I'm okay with not having powers to begin with, but Metroid Prime 2, to start out, you're like, okay, I'm picking up from where the last one left off, and then conveniently we need to depower her. Just a bunch of little things stole your suits, all your powers. You got to go get them, and it was like, ugh.
See, it should be something like she crashes and her suit gets malfunction, and you have to fix it over time, and then you start
I
getting
think they
things
did that
working.
in one of them.
Did they just add modifications
That's pretty
to
cool.
the suit?
That's
I think
pretty
that was
cool.
in Fusion.
Some makeshift stuff. So it was like not as
Yeah.
great, but
Or no,
Oh.
Fusion was
duct tape that arm cannon. a little bit.
Fusion. She got infected. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I gotta play this again. Fusion Zero Mission.
Dude, they were fucking dope. But this one, like, I don't know. I just, again, like, thinking toward the future with 4, I'm really hoping that I'm okay if there's a couple powers you have to kind of get along the way, but I'd like to see new powers added.
I think each planet she goes to should
Give her
have
something
different
different, yeah.
abilities. So not always having an ice shot, not always,
Right. And this one so far, it's the only 2 shots I have are the regular old power beam
Mhm.
and then the dark beam.
Hmm.
But that has fucking ammo, which that is aggravating.
Well, doesn't everything have ammo?
Uh-uh.
Missiles?
Missiles, super missiles.
Yeah, ice shot.
Ice shot does not.
No, really?
In Prime 1,
You know, how come they don't use the ice shot in Smash Brothers?
I don't know.
That seems like her be all end all weapon. That's like her master sword. I feel like.
Stops the Metroids. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I like to.
Yeah.
I just, as I'm playing it, I'm like,
Wasn't it called Echoes?
yeah.
So
I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm enjoying it. I'm finding my way. It still feels really good to play. Both of these games look incredible.
what is
Like
the third one called?
Corruption.
Okay.
But I'm just like, all right, these are 2004, 2002. Like I need to see where this series goes in 2018, 2019, whenever that game's due out.
It ain't coming out this year.
Dude,
Dude, it is not coming out this year.
dude.
Dude, come on, man.
What else is coming out this year?
I think we'll definitely see something about it, but I don't think.
It's not
That's
coming
the
out
game I
this
can
year.
see. Look, like if Zelda got delayed like 4 years, I can see Metroid being.
Yeah.
How long has this been being worked on? you
Joe,
know?
how many
As
many
soon as they
gameplays
announced it
have
at
we
E3 was day one of developing this
Look,
game.
we're in a new era. We're in an era of show your game and release it within 6 months.
Yeah, but when does Nintendo do that?
They
Metroid Samus Returns.
But see,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
showed that at E3 and 3 months later it was in our hands.
That's true.
Granted, that's a smaller stakes game.
Yeah, and it sucked. So
It didn't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh man,
But no,
one spoopy.
I'm real stoked. It could. I don't think that game's coming out this year, but
It's not.
I would be so happy if it did.
Oh, of course. I think everybody would
I know.
fucking lose it.
I wonder if they're actually making it though.
I don't think it's retro. I think they've said as
Nah.
much.
I feel like it's not either.
Yeah, Nintendo kind of confirmed. There's rumor that it's Bandai, but I don't know.
Platinum. Dude. Get on it.
I'd be real happy if Platinum were. But
Wait,
then
what else did Platinum do? I'm brain farting.
near
Revenge.
thefreecheese.com's Game of the Year.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Bayonetta.
Yep. All
Oh, okay.
Bayonetta games.
I could see them doing it then.
Wonderful
yeah,
101.
Yeah. Maybe Team Ninja.
Mm.
That worked out well.
Maybe Ninja Theory. No.
Another M.
I'm looking at another M right now.
Right. Team. Yeah, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, Team.
No, wait. Ninja Theory is
Team Ninja?
no. Team Ninja is Ninja Gaiden. Right, the little red tornado thing underneath the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dead or Alive, all that.
Koei Tecmo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Ninja did
Yeah.
Team Ninja
Ninja
did.
Theory. Ninja Theory does What do they
This
do?
box art looks dumb as fuck. I've never actually noticed it.
The game's not
Like
that bad.
for me, for box art, I'm never a fan of a character just standing there. Or if they are standing there, it's worse if they're looking at the you or like the camera, so to speak. Because it's like, no, they should know that there's something taking a picture. It should always be something like mid-action, just like caught up in the moment. Like half of the Super Nintendo box art stuff.
Do I need to play Other M? There's that bug, right, that you can't pass. Or a lot of people faced it.
There was, but they fixed it on like later productions of that game.
Okay.
I don't know if you need to finish the game, but if you're curious to try it, I might as well just get it out of your system and try it.
Yeah, you could try it.
If you can tolerate
I
a
think
lot.
I think it has a really really cool gameplay system that, and the story just gets.
Yeah,
in the
don't
way
play
of
it for the story.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Metroid doesn't have the best story in general. Go to a planet, kill Metroids.
But there's something about that isolation that kind of says a lot about it, and her characterization's always been her mystique.
Yeah.
And this,
But this one gets more like military, like.
I can tell by that cover.
and
Yeah.
they like
Yeah.
strip,
But
her,
but not in a good way either. It's just.
But they strip her of her badassness. They make her just like a girl who's fallen in love. Yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
not fun.
Oh, man. Maybe I'll pass.
I mean, it's worth a worth a thing.
Maybe just watch a video.
Yeah, I'll just YouTube it later.
Maybe just do that.
Yeah. Something else happened this week. I'll say it now because he'll never admit it when he's on the air. I played Splatoon 2 with Matt.
Stop the presses.
I
Stop the podcast.
All right.
What?
No, yeah, I was playing and random coincidence, I switched over to something. I was looking through the game modes and I clicked on League Battle and I clicked on a thing and it like showed my friends list.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them were grayed out except for Matt. And I was like, wait, is he on? And right after that was when he texted our group chat with his little picture of him trying to join a game.
Oh, he
like,
was doing it just to be a troll, I think.
He was, but
Yeah.
I saw that he was in there. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Let's go. So we played. We played at least 7 games because we had to do at least 7 to get our rank.
Yeah, they're very short rounds. Right?
Yeah, we did,
It's still 3 minutes.
3 minutes. We were doing Clam Blitz.
How long is All I Want from Offspring? Is that like a 3-minute song?
All I want.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy Taxi, man.
I can look it up on Spotify.
No, okay, so I have to play that song twice in one round of Splatoon. Just keep looping that.
Oh my god.
It's 1:56.
Dude, that song's dope, too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Jesus. No, but so we played Clam Blitz, which is the newer ranked mode. Clam Blitz is like football,
Oh, yeah.
basketball,
Basketball.
something. You basically,
Steve Perry.
there are first week edition. There are clams all over the map. You go around and collect clams. When you hit 10, they turn into a football. You then take that football to their goal, which is kind of like, it looks like a big old basketball net thing. You throw the football at it, and it breaks open their basket. When their basket's open, you have a timer that's counting down. You have that much amount of time to throw clams into it. Starts at 100. Each team has 100. When you throw the football in, it knocks it down immediately to 10, or knocks it down by 10 to 90, and you just keep throwing clams in until it chips all the way down to 0.
Does that ball replace your weapon? Are you
No.
like...
It's
just on your back or something?
Yeah,
and
it
you can
just
still shoot
travels
around?
behind you. Same with the clams.
Oh, they just follow you?
They just follow you.
Okay.
But there's a whole lot of skill that goes into it because it's a lot of like, okay, this dude's got the clams. He's got our 10 clams. He's ready to drive towards it and throw it in, break it open so we can follow suit and all dump clams in there and try and knock it down. But it's all about like timing your special and timing who attacks when and timing which lanes you're going through. It's very intense.
I think I saw somebody was playing that, and like it was like a last minute like comeback win, and their special thing was the rain cloud,
Yeah.
and that like just changed everything.
And any of the specials can really just like in an instant, if it hits in the right way, it can fuck everything up. I mean, there were couple games where we were really close and we just lost it, or the other way around.
Hmm.
There was one where I'm so pissed, and I remember texting him right after, and I was like, motherfucker, because I got greedy and I charged for their goal because I saw a clear path, and I was like, I could go right and defend ours, or I can charge right to theirs because I got an open shot. I can do it. And I did it, and it got us up for a few minutes, but it left our goal open.
Son of a bitch.
I know. It's really fun, though. And, like, having him finally play, like, having someone where we were at least... we didn't do voice chat, which I was ready to go, had my AirPods set up with the Switch app, but he is violently against it. Or he just didn't do it. I don't know, either way.
Yeah.
Had we been talking and communicating, we could have had a better time. But at least Matt and I were using the in-game this ways and booyahs and all those
Oh yeah. But I mean, aside from that,
effectively. Like,
just the fact that you guys just know each other, you know how each other play usually.
Yeah,
you can just kind of get that.
we were talking telepathically.
Yeah.
As you do.
It's all about the vibes,
I
man.
know. We stayed fresh. I broke the 40-hour mark in that game.
Yeah, you showed us earlier.
And I think like when I stopped it last year, I was at like 25. So I think in the last little while since I've been playing, add another 15 hours into it. I just keep getting
Some
gear, grinding the gear up, re-rolling the gear. I fucking love that game. It's a shame that I didn't play it more last year, but I don't know.
Well, you're doing it now, so.
It's true. I'll wrap up on this one. So I played Celeste, which I think you
Dope pizza.
Yeah.
I was about to say
Dude,
that's a
pizza.
brand of something with food. I almost said
Yeah,
like
Mama
tomato
Celeste,
sauce.
the best frozen like pizza, personal pizza, man.
$1 a pop.
Yeah, you don't want to be that Red Baron guy, man. You don't want licorice in your pizza. That's Red Baron. You don't want none of that nonsense. You got Tony's Pizza though, which is dope. Tony's Pizza is better when it's a little burnt.
How about Elio's?
Elio's, I ain't fucking no Elio's, man.
No, dude. Celeste, when I used to work at a grocery store,
Right?
those fuckers are going sale 10 for 10. You
Stock
know I was
it
coming
up,
home with
stock
20.
it up.
Kind of
That's usually what, like,
no.
when like kids at school would like sell candy bars and shit. Like sometimes it'd be those Celeste pizzas. Those like those little
Yeah,
ones
because
or
they're
whatever.
fucking the best
They're-
personal Zaz that you get frozen,
They're
man.
pretty good. Toss them in, you get that little foil thing, you put it on, you fold the box over so it's a...
You're good to
Yeah.
fucking go.
Hot Pocket.
You go.
More like not pocket.
You know, my favorite thing about those is always in the back where it gives you oven instructions, and you're like, motherfucker, I paid $1 for this.
No microwave or nothing.
I'm like, yeah,
Hey, never got time for that.
yeah, I bought a fucking burrito once.
I'm like a pro microwave chef. I know what settings to use. I know when to put it in
It's-
there. I know when to keep it rotating or not.
We recommend
Yeah.
for the 69-cent burrito you use the oven. Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, because you put in there for like 3 hours, man.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
By the time you're done that, it's like, wow, I could have ate 2 burritos this
By
rate.
the time I'm done that, I could have went to the store and bought actual ingredients to make a goddamn burrito.
Man, fuck the oven.
Nah.
It's also why I don't understand slow cookers.
I'm
Slow
coming
cookers
around.
are dope,
I
though.
get it. I get it. I know, like realistically, I get it.
You got to plan ahead, though.
Yeah, so,
You
so-
can't be
some
like,
things,
yo, I
some
want
things are about
chili
timing.
now.
You know, you gotta get that flavor just
The
right.
chili
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
the meat. You toss that meat in there.
But just like in terms of speed and just being an asshole
Yeah.
with
No,
like
yeah.
a microwave, it's like slow cooker. No,
You're not putting a Mama Celeste in a
Yeah.
slow cooker. There's
No.
You could.
You,
you could.
you could have a,
You could.
you have a Mama Celeste soup.
Dude, that would be... No, I've seen people with recipes make a pizza with a slow cooker,
I'm
but
done.
but it's not a traditional flat pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
was
is not a pizza.
It's so, no. Here's the thing.
It's bullshit in a jar.
Well, maybe so others would say it's some kind of pasta, but I was like, no, all pasta is just pizza in different forms in my eyes.
No.
Yes, dough, cheese, sauce.
whoa.
I'm upset.
I never thought
you
about that.
You don't always put dough in pasta.
Yeah, man, what are the noodles made out of?
Wheat
Dough.
and
That's all the same thing.
and pasta.
It's like you're trying to say taste buds and your tongue are two different things.
You
They
don't
are
put,
technically,
you don't
but
put
it's all like.
pepperoni in your pasta. Though. It's kind of weird.
I
would.
I mean, that's optional.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not do that.
It's optional. I mean, I was just thinking like plain.
Shit, I kind of want pizza tonight. I was gonna cook, but now I'm not gonna.
I mean, you can always cook a za, man.
You know, one of those Celeste Zaz.
I mean, like,
That's what I'm saying.
pizza bites are, that's
I
that's
almost-
bites.
dough on the
Yes.
outside, cheese and sauce on the inside. That's just a miniature version of what you do in a slow cooker.
I almost
probably.
bought a bunch of Totinos last night, and then I
Yeah?
remembered that Totinos just are not a fun time.
What about pizza
Why are
bagels?
they, wait, whoa. Why are they not a fun time?
They're always cold in one spot.
Yeah, but that's something he's got to get over, man. You're never gonna get a perfect.
No, that's why you
pizza
got.
roll.
That's why you got nuke it until it starts bursting out one side and cheese
But
all
then
melted all over the
then
plate.
I got a weird flap in my mouth because I burned it.
Ah, it's the worst.
Yeah.
What about the pizza bagels?
Pizza bagels.
You take two and
Bagel
sign
bites?
me up.
Bagel bites.
Or-
That's
or the
our
bigger
bagels,
ones.
right?
That's a big, yeah.
Yeah, either.
One pizza's on a bagel.
Can have pizza anytime.
Yes. Celeste is a video game. As Mark called it, Super Meat Girl, because it is very much.
That's
it's,
okay. I was thinking, why? That's why.
Yep.
It's Super Meat Boy on a mountain plus depression.
Oh,
But it's
Yeah.
so colorful.
nice.
Yeah. It's a really, really challenging platformer. If you're familiar with Super Meat Boy, you can imagine the platforming.
Super tight.
But there's a really, really good story, like a deep, powerful, impactful story that's totally skippable. You don't have to pay any attention. If you just want to play and hop around and be challenged, you can. But the story,
Like, why even skip it? You know, it's
I-
just peppered in.
I don't know,
there
if you're a
nicely, I feel
cop,
like.
you could skip it.
Oh, her name's not Celeste. It's Celeste Mountain.
Yeah.
All right.
Her name is Madeline. But she's climbing the mountain, and along the way, there's like different pieces of herself that come out and attack her as she's climbing the mountain. You're kind of like facing yourself or the bad, shitty parts of yourself as you try and get to the top of something
Same,
challenging.
man. I know that feel.
It's a big metaphor for how we deal with things and how sometimes you have to do the same thing because this game you die a lot and it's a perfect analog to like
So you would-
sometimes you beat yourself against something 100 times in a row and it doesn't make sense and you just hate everything and you hate yourself and you hate whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
I'm looking on STEM
Yeah.
right now. I'm not disagreeing with you.
But then all of a sudden you get it and it makes sense and you're like, oh God, how did I not see this the first time? And it's just you walk into a room and you're like, no. Fuck no! I mean, you guys saw right when you got here. I was playing, and you saw that level. I have no idea how the fucking getting past that.
That's wild.
But I'll sit down with it later, and I'll get past it because
Fucking
you just
Propeller Night stage, man.
yeah, you just keep going.
700 plus screens of hardcore platforming challenges. Dog, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Plus, there's a lot
Jesus.
of. They have a whole like. So like Super Meat Boy, you have like those like secret bandage levels.
Yeah.
Like warp zone levels or whatever. They have it with this, but it's called like B-sides or
B-sides.
something. Where it's all like
You'll-
cassette tape.
Every
type
level
stuff.
has a cassette tape
It's
in
just
there.
hardcore.
If you find the
platforming.
cassette tape, you can place it to the B side, and it's a harder, more crazy version.
just to get I think you're collecting. Is it strawberries?
Strawberries, yep.
Yeah.
And some of the ones I've skipped a couple.
Have you
where
found
I'm
any
like,
hearts?
yeah, there are fucking pain.
Try to
try
get at least 4.
It's hard to get.
I know,
one.
but if you can, try to get at least 4.
I could do that.
If you know why.
I don't know why.
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
But it's the ultimate example of maybe if because you're constantly just like maybe if I do this. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, maybe if I do this.
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah. In the last 2 mornings, I've woke up. I've gone to bed. I woke up and it's been in my head, like just.
It's amazing how platformers are still like
I'm
new and
so
challenging
happy. Yeah.
for just a 2D thing.
But like I keep hearing the music in my head. The music's incredible.
That was the first thing I said.
It's
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
god, it's so good.
It's very pretty.
I keep hearing that in my head, and I keep, like, I woke up and I was like, oh, that's how I can do. Like, you just,
It's got to recharge and everything.
it's so good. I didn't expect it either. Like, it's from the same developers of Towerfall,
Okay.
and
I never played it, but I've always like
Oh, dude, we
liked
should.
it from afar.
I'm gonna download that. We should play that.
Towerfall is that Smash clone, right?
Kind of.
Kinda.
It has its Smash elements.
That was
Okay.
like one of the first like indie box games that they did, and it came with
It-
a Super Nintendo controller. That was
You know what that debuted on? Ouya.
really
It did. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It was like, oh, there's one good game on Ouya that's not pirated. It's called Towerfall, and then
yeah, isn't there like Towerfall Ascension now? Is that what
Towerfall
it's-
Ascension's the
Yeah.
port. That is much better. Yeah, well, I guess it was always good, but yeah, now and everything. And yeah, it's the same people, so it's kind of got the platforming and the like controls of Towerfall, but in a Meat Boy style.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
The only thing, if I was to like separate it from Meat Boy, it would be that I think Meat Boy has more of a chance of being like floaty with the jumps. Like, you know, if you hold it in longer, you can go a little further, a little higher.
Yeah,
I think you can kind of do that with Celeste, it seems. I haven't played it just by looking at it. But you have, like, that, like, double jumping. You have, like, that dash, and that's a little different.
You only so Celeste.
So I feel like you're more challenged as Celeste with certain platforming things because you don't have that extra, like...
I mean, the levels all lend to the way the characters move, too. So, like, Meat Boy played to its character strengths, just as the way that this does. But this, it's single jump, climb, and dash. Those are your only three like ways to interact with it.
I like with the climb, you just hug a wall. Like, you don't slide down. Because I'm always thinking, like, Mega
No,
Man.
you do.
Oh, do you slide eventually? You just can't stay there?
If you hold there long enough, she'll start to flicker, and she'll eventually start falling.
Oh, so it's gradual. Okay.
It's great. It won't immediately drop you, but
Yeah, because I always get, like, that Mega Man X panic where it's just, like...
it does go faster. It'll start, and it'll kind of crawl, and if you don't
Okay.
start moving, she will... It's the exponential...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Not like Ninja Gaiden.
Gravity, negative 9.8 meters per second squared. I remember physics. Remember that? Physics? High school?
Dude, I was fucking dumb in physics, man.
Woo! Physics was my favorite, man.
I forgot you were like a math head.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was real smart.
That's why you knew the music theory.
Yeah, I did all that theory.
Mm-hmm. Not me, man. I was dumb as all hell.
Music theory with all the matrices. That's when music met math, that was cool shit.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was fucking hard.
It was real hard.
Like
but
AP
real
music
cool.
theory. I remember that in high school. I don't even know how I got through that class.
I never got to experience any of that. I was just like, I know how to read sheet music. And then stop there.
Yeah, it's like, that was music theory. And then you took like AP music theory, and it's like, oh, hold up.
Music
Hold
theory,
up.
music theory was dope because when you would start taking that math and you start taking all that stuff you learned and you'd create music with it, seeing how it technically all made sense, but then came to life. And sometimes it worked beautifully, and you're like, "Wow, it's fantastic! This is a beautiful piece." And then other times you listen to it, and it's like it's just this discordant piece of shit, and you're like, "Yeah, math don't make no music, boy.
Yeah, man.
Music comes from your butt, not from
Yeah.
your head."
Yeah, dude.
That's what I always say. Anyway, Celeste, it's on everything, so buy it. Hey, really, this one is,
Is it on Engage?
in fact, it's my, I'm gonna call it my stone cold pick of the week, lock of the week. Easy. Well, yeah, no, above the other big one, but I don't know. Celeste, I think Celeste will be one that lingers for a while. It'll be one of the ones where end of the year, I think we'll talk about it in some fashion.
I have a feeling we'll talk about end of the year.
It's definitely a good quarter one.
Yeah, it was just like, I wasn't because Towerfall was good. I had fun with Towerfall, but I never was like, oh, fucking Towerfall. And this, I'm like, fucking Celeste. I'm gonna go back. Get some pepperonis.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Is it one guy? Because I looked up the developer, and it's called Matt Makes Games.
Yes.
So it's a guy.
No, it's more than one. That's just his company.
So Matt makes games. Matt's not here. Something's...
I know.
Hmm.
No, it's Matt Thorsten, I believe is the developer's name. But it's a whole team of folks.
They're just all named Matt. That's the
Named
that's the
Matt.
requirement.
That's what it is. That's what it fucking is.
Yeah.
Matt Thorsten. Sorry, no T. Matt Thorsten. And yeah, Matt Makes Games is the developer, but it's a whole team.
I was gonna say because you said it was a Towerfall guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the same company. Because I'm looking up the developer on STEM, and only Celeste is showing up.
Maybe it's a branch from that, like
That's what I'm saying.
developers from that went
Yeah.
over to.
Like it's the guys from Towerfall, but it's not that company.
I don't know, because I thought Towerfall was all. I don't know. Don't know.
I mean, I can look up. Oh, that's weird. On the Towerfall STEM page, it says developer is Matt Thorson, and then the publisher is Matt Makes Games Inc.
I'm upset.
So he like self-published that game.
It's
Could be.
saying Towerfall was published by Matt Makes Games,
Yeah.
and the developer is Matt Thorson, one guy.
Okay.
Either way,
Either way, it's same people.
buy the game.
How much
Play
is
the
it?
game. $20.
So that means spring sale would be like 15 because it just came out, roughly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
More than likely. Yeah, that was my week.
Sweet.
I didn't mean to dive in. We just had a nice segue with
No,
Metroid Prime.
no.
So I made my
Segways
way
are
in, but
dope. Don't break segways, man.
What, Mark? What'd you get into this week?
It's kind of unusual for me, I guess, because I decided to play my Switch again
Yeah.
after some time.
You been playing Celeste?
Nah, actually, like that was a game that I kept seeing on the internet, but I didn't know it was like already out. And then like one of my friends texted me about it and was like, "Have you seen this game?" I'm like, "Kind of, yeah." And it was like, it looks glorious and beautiful. I'm like, then I kept saying reviews popping. I'm like, "Damn, this game really hit."
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be like this impactful. But between that and like all these other games coming out, so yeah, I just decided to explore the Switch a bit, give it some love, and I was building a wish list. I was just checking a couple games like I might like this, might not. Some pages on that Switch like marketplace, whatever, at the eShop, like not everything has a trailer. So like I'd go on YouTube, so I'll be on my phone with YouTube watching a trailer. I'm like, yeah, maybe, and then like wish list it, and that led me to first playing a game called Heart and Slash.
Heart and Slash.
Yeah, so instead of Hack and Slash, because the joke here is that you are robots, but like the one is like built, I guess, based on love. So it's like, hack, computer, But yeah, it's basically, I guess, is roguelike the right term for this? Where it's, the levels are randomly generated, but as you progress and keep starting over, you keep unlocking new items and abilities to start with as you go through. Is that roguelite or is that roguelike?
I think the roguelikes are games where when you die, you start from the beginning.
Yeah, so you do start from the beginning, but you keep unlocking stuff as you keep. I don't know. It's a rogue game. I'll just say that.
Rogue-like elements.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's probably.
Yeah. But it's like a kind of, I would say, fast-paced, just like action, third-person action game. If you played anything like, I don't know why the first thing, like, it was sharing like vibes from like Gacha Force a little bit, just because like you're a robot and you have swords and other melee weapons. You have these cool combos. Like each weapon has its own combo to it. It's not just like, hey, if you pick up a spear, all spears fight the same. No, it's like I could have a hammer that's just whatever, and then I could have like a rocket hammer that's two-handed, and based on the attacks, it's always jet propelled, and I'm like flying across the room.
That makes sense.
Or have like a shotgun, or have a baseball bat. Like there's so many weapon variations, and like you can customize your body parts too, with different abilities and whatnot.
I'm looking at it now.
But you're unlocking all this as you go.
Yeah, as you go, like you keep fighting all these robots, you collect the screws from them. The screws, after 10, you get a little crate, and those crates those are like your upgrade points. You can upgrade everything, and it'll tell you, like each thing has 3 tiers, and it'll tell you how much it costs, what it does.
All right.
So I have this torso that's a rubber ducky.
Nice.
And for each slot on the side, it completes one sentence. It's like, this is kind of useless. No, really, don't upgrade this.
Oh.
Like it's like something like that. So it's like they have little jokes filled in there. But like the tutorial kind of plays as like a prequel to the story mode or the main game, because like there's like a narrative between the tutorial and the main game, and I think you're built by a guy named Dr. Sympathetic, which he doesn't seem like he is at all. And then like so blah blah blah, and then like there's like a bad robot named Slash. So it's so your heart, he's Slash. Right. And then you can fight him throughout the thing, and there's like I didn't get that far in this, but there are like the levels do change. The first part you have to escape the laboratory, that's what it's all about, and then there's like bigger worlds outside of that.
I need something like this.
Yeah.
So this is not a 2D game.
No, this is 3D.
And that's the thing, is a lot of these in modern times have been 2D.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it's like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, well,
it's like a low poly vector like 3D game.
I got a Wikipedia article for you.
Yeah.
Roguelike is a subgenre of role-playing video games characterized by a dungeon crawl through procedurally generated game levels, turn-based gameplay, tile-based graphics, and permanent death of the player character. Most roguelikes are based on high fantasy. But it then goes on to say, more recently, new variations of roguelikes incorporating other gameplay genres, thematic elements, and graphical styles have become popular, typically retaining the notion of procedural generation and permanent death of the player character. Indie games like Weird Worlds, Return to Infinite Space, Spelunky, Binding of Isaac, FTL, and Rogue Legacy help to establish.
That's what I was thinking, Rogue Legacy. Yeah.
of roguelike elements in other genres. These titles are
Okay.
sometimes labeled as roguelike, roguelite, or
Alright.
procedural death labyrinth.
I'm gonna say roguelite because it shares elements, like Ben said. It's
Yeah.
definitely. I think that's the best way to describe it. It has roguelike elements.
It's like
But like, if you ever played like weird third-person action games, like this one comes to mind, but like a Naruto fighting game.
no, I've played Winback.
But basically, you're just like, instead of like being like in a boxed arena.
It don't
Wait.
take much to unzip him. I tell you what.
Dude.
I'm assuming that's just another moment.
It's not. it just doesn't take much. You just hit Ben in the right nerve, and he's just gone.
Broken.
There's no pretext to that. There's nothing. There's no history with him and I ever talking about Winback. I pulled a random game out. Boom.
Isn't Went Back like a sports game?
No, man, that's like, dude,
It was pre Gears of War cover based shooter.
pre Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, was it?
You were just some fucking guy. I don't even know his
it was
name.
on the N64, right? And then the sequel came out on PS2.
Yeah.
I remember hearing the name. It just sounds like a sports game to me. When
You
when
think
hear
it would be?
It's the game that Jonah Hill's playing at the beginning of Superbad. If you need another reference.
Yes. Another reason to watch that.
No one
there.
talks about that game. That's why it took me like, all right,
Yeah. I'm always talking about that game. Once every couple months, I'm thinking about that dude from Blockbuster, and I'm talking about Winback. As I heat up a Celeste pizza.
No, but like the art style of that game kind of reminds me of Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, I get that. I got that vibe.
Just bright and colorful, but it's like, and as soon as you start the fucking music, I sent it in the group chat. It was like
Yeah.
the song. That's the first song that starts when you start playing the game. I'm like, all right,
I'm
am in. You're like this old ass Macintosh computer that's like with like weapons and just blowing shit up. And
I
it's
think.
just
It's all
How much
one
is
word.
that? Is it 10?
15.
15?
yeah. And that was a game I was looking at for a while. Like I think it's on my Steam wish list, and then I saw it was coming to Switch. And I don't know if the load times are better on other platforms.
Who gives a shit? Everything's
But-
better on Switch. That's what I tell you right now.
But yeah, no, it's fun. I'm really enjoying it.
It looks cool.
Um,
I'm on the stem page. It just threw me off big time.
Yeah, you can't lock on to your enemies either. So you just like you can double jump. You can like some of your attacks can help with your maneuverability. You're very fast. Like you're already running fast, but then you can hold both triggers to run faster,
Oh, that's cool.
and you can dodge and all that stuff. Like so, like it's good with the combat. Like that's its main point. And that is all I can describe that game without using
Going too deep into it?
without saying Souls,
Mm.
because
Ah,
somebody would be like it's like a fast version of that or something, but it's not.
I just never heard of this game before.
Switch is good for that kind of. It's the same, dude. We're in the same time as like late 2012, early 2013 Vita, where
Yeah.
it's just like everybody's getting on board,
Yeah.
indie style.
This is probably one of those games where it's like it's not going to be like maybe super impactful, but it's definitely something that should get some recognition and just be enjoyed for like a little bit. Like it's a good filler game.
Did you ever play Binding of Isaac?
Yeah.
That one I got lost in that.
Yeah, but I think for my love of Gotcha Force kind of threw myself
That's-
into
yeah.
this game, so it's just like just go around, just fuck shit up. Like I mean, they don't want you rushing everything. I mean, they do want you to like find a way out, but like the combat, they want you to like be a little strategic about it, and I can see why they would want you to. But yeah, that's cool. I think it's definitely worth it. Then I played a demo of Dragon Quest Builders for Switch.
Yeah, is it your first time playing that game at all? What did you
Um,
think? 'Cause
so from
it
afar,
just
I mean,
looks
yeah.
like Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not wrong. It definitely has those Minecraft elements, but I feel like this game does it better.
All right.
It out Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Because like it's still like it doesn't lose its Dragon Quest charm and like essence at all. And because like there is a narrative overall. You know, you're not really sure what's going on. Of course you wake up with amnesia in some dungeon, but the person that's talking to you is some goddess, and she is telling you like, look, just remember that you were in here for a reason. You are not a hero.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you what you did for this world to be like there used to be civilization on the surface, and then things got fucked up and now you have to rebuild everything, and you're the only one with this knowledge who has to rebuild everything and try to like save humanity or whatever. But like just remember that like you're not a good person, so you have to kind of find out why as you're going. So like the task that they give you to build everything, because the demo isn't like a condensed version of the game, it's the full game, but they stop you at a certain point.
Yeah.
And that's when like the little town you're building reaches level 2 and you're about to go through a portal to get this like cool hammer or whatever. So that's where they stop you. But I put like maybe 3 hours into that demo.
Damn.
Something like that. But like the combat's very simple. I would say it plays like NES Zelda, where it's just like you just swipe,
right.
you just attack things.
So wait, what is it? A Minecraft game or is it an RPG?
You don't like your character doesn't exactly like level up like a traditional RPG. You can get like seeds to like expand your HP meter, and you can build better weapons and get better gear. But not every fight you get experience or anything like that. The enemies just drop craftable stuff. So you can go around and jump and platform and like slash things, very simplistic. But at the same time, you have a reason for building things, and the recipes to build these things are also very casual compared to Minecraft. You don't have to put items in a specific grid to make a certain thing. It's just, hey, you want to build like a bonfire? You need 1 stick and some slime glue or whatever, and something like that. It's like, all right, yeah, I got that. Boom, done. And then you place it wherever. And like the more you upgrade your buildings in town, the more points it gets, and it levels up. So you're basically trying to like make civilization like livable again and reinforce it. So because at night enemies will come attack, and
Like Minecraft.
you got to build up the defenses. But like but this is like they're coming right for you. It's not just hey, there's zombies out at night, be careful, they'll just be wherever. No, these are like, no, people are coming to specifically attack this town, you need to protect it. So it's like you do have some kind of importance there. And that's all I found out so far. But the writing with it's kind of funny because like you're a silent protagonist, but whenever the goddess is trying to talk to you, kind of like hold your hand and tell you like what you need to do in this game, you're just like, she'll do like, what do you mean you don't care, blah 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 blah. And it's just, so like your character's like
a little bit standoffish,
subtly an asshole.
I'm okay with that.
Give
like,
a little bit of tude.
Yeah, so it's funny. The writing's actually witty, and I appreciate that. I think that helps me continue the game, and like just the streamlinedness of building everything I thought would take me away from it because I'm tired of crafting in games.
Yeah, that game came out and everyone was really stoked about it. Now I was like, I don't care about craft.
Yeah, from afar, it totally looks boring.
Yeah,
but I think it's worth trying at least a demo.
I should try the demo.
Yeah, because like I found myself getting sucked into it. I was like, dude, I did not expect this, and I don't care for crafting. I still don't care for crafting, but I like that game. I think the whole aesthetic of also Toriyama and Dragon Quest. Yeah. So I think that ties in with it too.
Toriyama's in the zeitgeist this week.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks cool. I'm looking up the screen caps of it.
And like they showed Japan had like some clip for like they announced a second one to this, and I don't know what's different. It just looks like an upgraded version of the first game.
Is that one coming to Switch? Did they say?
Yes, Switch and PS4. Because this one now you can like you have a glider in the second one now, and it looks way better than Breath of the Wild's glider. I'm not trying to hate on Breath of the Wild, but like you don't have a stamina bar. You can just keep going forever, and you can now apparently now you can swim underwater because in the first one once you're in water you're done. Like GTA 3 done.
Ah.
Oh well, no.
Yeah. So it's cool that they're adding stuff like that to it.
Should be good.
Did not expect myself to appreciate that game.
I want to try the demo out.
And then so that comes out next week.
Feb 9.
That's 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, not this Friday, but the next.
Okay, cool. And I was trying to see is it better than the PS4 version graphically? Like there isn't hardly any difference, and that's impressive.
Yeah, the graphics look kind of simplistic too.
Like I was playing handheld at first, and it still looked okay.
Yeah.
And then when I put it in the dock, it was like, this is like a, if not always locked at 60, it's pretty close.
Dude, docked surprises me so much.
Yeah, and
I play my Switch so much undocked. When you actually sit down and do it, that Pro Controller feels fucking good. Dude.
It does. With this game, I'm assuming it's a big expanding world, and I don't know if it's random. I don't know if it's the same world. No, it has to be random because every time I see people playing the beginning of this, they have different formations of their land. So, I don't know. I'm impressed by that for a Switch to do something like this.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably. I mean, it's not like high end graphics either.
No, but still,
But
like,
it's still
the fact
nice
that
for it to
it's-
see for something like this to run like that. I just wasn't expecting for the Switch. I guess I'm just underestimating its power because I just don't know what its limitations really are. I mean, like, I do. I kind of have a taste just because like games like Doom and
Yeah,
Skyrim and all that coming out. So like, I don't know.
yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm impressed overall.
I love the Switch.
And
we could
like
do a whole episode on just the Switch. I tell you what.
yeah, like the last Dragon Quest game I played was for DS, and that was 9.
And that was a port, right?
No, that was purely a DS exclusive where you would make your own character,
The 3DS ones, 7 and 8,
Is that what it is?
they were PS2
Yeah.
Yeah.
ports.
or like HD remakes, I guess.
Yeah. They weren't
Yeah,
even
because the one on PlayStation was 2D graphics and they upped it to 3D. So yeah, like I always liked Dragon Quest. I just never played them. You know what I mean?
ports. Yeah, I
And this one
appreciate 'em.
isn't a mainline Dragon Quest game.
No, but
either,
it ties
but-
into it.
Yeah, but it's definitely helping me getting into that series much more, and I'm glad that it's getting more popular in the West.
Is 11 coming here?
Yes,
Nice.
I like how they're doing that one, where it's like,
That one's it's on 3DS and also Switch.
and like PS4 and all that.
Right.
So it's like it's two versions of the same game. Just one is like 2D looking, and then one
Right.
is 3D. but
Oh,
it's
that's
the
pretty
same.
cool.
Yeah, like that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. But it's been out in Japan for a while.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Weird.
Toriyama.
Yeah, what did you get into any other Toriyama stuff?
You bet your ass I did.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
That's,
Hey, I'll talk with him on that too, because
hey, me
that was
too.
also Let's Play.
Because guess what?
Hey,
I also so Dragon Ball Fighters confirmed
confirm what?
the
That's
pronunciation of the fucking thing.
I've been hearing every single way. I'm saying Fighters.
Why
I'm just gonna
capitalize
go- I'm
the
just
Z?
I'm just
I
gonna say
think-
Dragon Ball. Everybody knows what the hell we're talking about.
I think the capitalization of the Z is for the same reason combat is with a K.
Just stylistically.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Because not everybody might be familiar with Dragon Ball Super, but they're familiar with Dragon Ball Z. So maybe the Z just stands out
All right.
for that.
All right,
That's my guess.
My first question about Dragon Ball Fighters:
Okay.
who the fuck are all these characters?
Where do you want the whole podcast to be this? Where do you want
I'm
to start?
with you because I watched it when I was a kid. I watched Z
Yeah.
when I was a kid, and I remember like Piccolo,
Yeah.
Gohan, Goku,
Piccolo, Krillin,
I'll try to give condensed
yeah,
versions of
Krillin,
these
Trunks, Gotenks.
characters. Okay.
Trunks. I don't even know who Gotenks is.
Gotenks is the one that was like when it was I was starting to fade away from Dragon Ball when all the other dudes
Okay,
came in.
Yeah, so obviously there's two versions of Trunks. Present Trunks, who's only like 8 years old, and then future Trunks, who's like 20 something. Present Trunks and Goku's second son Goten, they're best friends. So Vegeta's son and Goku's son, they
Yeah.
fuse together to get Gotenks.
I don't like that.
How do they
No.
fuse together?
It's a specific type of fusion where they do like a little dance. No, like their fingers touch like this. You go over like that. And...
Huh.
But that power, you're like, because I mean Goku and Vegeta do it as well.
yeah, they do.
But they have two ways of fusing. There's that, and then you have the earrings. That's a different form.
Earrings?
Yeah,
I don't want to know. Trunks is Bulma's kid as well,
Bulma
right?
and Vegeta's kid. Yeah,
Bulma and Vegeta.
Mhm.
Who's Bulma?
Bulma's the
Bulma's
main,
one with the green hair.
The green hair. She's been since Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Her and Yamcha were a thing at first, and then
I-
Vegeta took over.
I'm also like where I got because I watched a bunch of Dragon Ball and then I started watching Dragon Ball Z.
Mm.
I didn't get far enough in Z to the point where Vegeta's a good guy.
That's not until like mid Frieza saga.
Yeah, I never got to the Frieza stuff. So when I saw
Oh,
this
man.
Mewtwo ass motherfucker, I was like, "Who's this old purple
Yeah,
boy?"
Frieza.
Yeah. No, I mean I recognize
Yeah, when did
Frieza.
Frieza turn purple?
That's like his final form.
I recognize Frieza from
Frieza has like 4 forms.
I've seen him like I knew him.
Okay.
Britney Spears' kid dress up as him a lot. I just yeah.
I remember that episode. Well,
Bang it.
episodes
Yeah.
when Goku is just like charging up a fireball, and then Frieza's just sitting there like flicking boogers at him, and then eventually he shoots a fireball at him.
And now
It
you
happened,
can do
right?
that just with Square and X.
Yeah.
You just
You know?
scream for a while. All right, jokes aside,
Yeah.
this game really dope.
Yeah.
Like hella approachable, very accessible. Like from the start, I felt really powerful. I'm seeing my combo numbers like fly up into the like 30s, 40s, like
yeah.
with ease.
Yeah, it's a very I would say it's a more on a simplistic side with fighting games, but there is a way to still be like, you know what you're doing, and you can have like a more complex like core approach to it.
Yeah, I got that as soon as I went ranked.
But button mashing can
Oh, you
save
played
you.
ranked? Oh boy.
Bad news bears.
Yeah, because everybody expects you to Dragon Rush, like R2, like
Dude,
fly right at them, and
yeah.
everybody blocks that.
It-
and
So
just
what does that
punishes
do?
you.
The Dragon Rush thing? 'Cause I'm still doing through the
So
tutorials.
R2 is the Dragon Rush, and all that is, it closes the gap. It lets you fly at them immediately, and you get right in their face, and you can pull off a combo
All right.
without having.
So
But
it's not an actual attack.
no,
All right.
but I barely do it now. Now I just like jump air dash over and
Okay.
like Street Fighter style, just try to
Because
get in
there's
there.
the one when it's a block breaker, right?
There's the one that's like a grab. It's R1. In that one, you come at them with like a little bubble around you, and it breaks their block,
That's
and
what
you
I'm
do like
thinking.
a little like
That's what I'm thinking.
super fast thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bad at blocking in fighting games generally, but especially this one.
Really?
I have no idea how to get out of things. Like when people start going,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
That's the hardest thing. Like you might have to, if there's an opening, maybe use like an assist, maybe to try to
Yeah.
get in there. But it's tough.
It's a really fun game, and it's goddamn pretty.
Yep. I think this is one of the few games where ever since E3, I've been excited for this game.
Yes.
Hype has never died down for me. I mean, I try to like get away from it so I don't
Yeah.
burn myself out, but like, I just knew from watching it and then playing it now, it was like my expectations were met. And it's rare for games to do that with me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where it's like you see it, you think you have an idea of how it's going to be, and it's like, yes, this is exactly how I thought it was going to be.
No, it feels really good. It looks really good. Sounds
Yeah.
really good. It's
They
really
put
good.
a lot of detail into this. Like if you're familiar with the series and the movies and just know the characters, you will catch little things.
no, even little like my very very little exposure to that series. Like I think I've seen maybe 20 episodes total
Mhm.
of between like Dragon Ball and Z, maybe 30. And yeah, there was already stuff that I was like, oh, I get that. I remember when that happened.
Yeah, even with like the colors of the
Yeah.
characters, you're switching through them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was that one like I don't know if it was like a mistake in coloring or not, but before Vegeta and Nappa came to Earth, they were on a bug planet, and their whole color scheme is different, and that's Vegeta and Nappa's color too.
Yeah.
And it's like nice,
That's good. Yeah.
very nice.
Story mode's a little weird.
Well, if you're familiar with the Budokai games, it plays very similar to Budokai 2.
Well, all right. I don't have a problem with the story
No,
Or-
but no, it is
and that approach.
it is unexpected.
No, I was good with it. My problem with story mode is the pace. It is
Yeah.
very slow,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the loading times. I got spoiled with Injustice 2, where Injustice 2, as you're watching the cutscenes, it's loading the fight,
Oh, yeah, it is.
and it goes right from that into the fight. As soon as the fight's over, it's to the cutscene.
Yeah.
This, it's like black screen now loading.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 2. Cutscene now loading.
Yeah, and like for the cutscenes, like you have to keep hitting X to advance the dialogue. Maybe we're just spoiled with like auto doing all that.
Yeah, but it was just like.
it's also nice that you're not gonna miss anything either. But
I
yeah, but
appreciate
it should
that.
be an option just to have it on.
I that part I can get past.
Yeah.
It was really the like where I'm like, all right, I'm ready to. And even like getting into fights too, I feel like takes just a tiny bit. Well, I don't know if
yeah.
it's better on PC or not.
I haven't tried online with anyone
I
'cause
haven't tried online.
lobbies are
Dude,
ridiculous.
online, one, PlayStation's been fucked up this weekend.
Yeah,
But two, yeah, the lobby system in this is kind of strange.
yeah. Like the midnight of me loading this game up because I couldn't connect
Yeah.
to anything. I couldn't establish my character being in the game. Like you make your
Yeah,
fighter
you
ID
get
name and all that.
Yeah.
It couldn't register all that, so I had to re-input that. But it took the game 3 times to tell me that it couldn't connect, so I had to watch that intro 3 times, and for some reason it wasn't skippable. I was like, okay.
Yikes.
And then all the lobbies, 64 out of 64 each thing. It's like I'm just gonna stay in offline lobby, do the tutorial, do all these things, get all
Yeah.
the Zenny, whatever.
Did you get any cool little chibi dudes yet for your lobby?
Dude, I got Yamcha on my first,
Nice.
so that's who I'm rocking.
I got Gold Frieza.
Dude, mine looks like he's I think maybe he's already unlocked, but he looks like Gohan, but he's got like this big ass green earring.
What is it his like original outfit, or is it a different color variation?
I don't know.
Teenage Gohan.
I don't even know if it's Gohan. It just
Dog
looks like
Gohan.
Gohan.
It's probably not.
Brohan.
Weird
Well-
Yamcha.
Does he have like a? Is it a karate gi one, or
No,
is
it's
it
like
like
a-
shoulder pads?
It's a
and
dark
like
suit. No, it's not even a fighting suit.
Is it like fantasy looking?
I don't know. I'll take
Okay.
a picture of it when I get home.
Okay.
Piccolo.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
coming from the PC side
Yeah.
of things,
Yeah.
you know, smooth sailing, worked immediately after I clicked installed. Didn't have to spend 30 minutes wondering why my fight stick didn't work. Didn't have to do that at all.
Really? Or you?
Yeah, man. No, that's exactly what
Oh.
happened. I fired it
Oh.
up. I'm on the main menu, had my fight stick plugged in. I'm like, hitting the buttons. I'm like, nope, nothing. Got nothing. Cool, nothing. So I like went on Reddit because there's a subreddit for it.
Yeah.
And then one of the main posts, it was like, my fight stick won't work in this game. And it's like, yeah, they don't support that kind of fight stick yet.
Mm.
So I'm like, well, what the fuck? So yeah,
All
I
right.
think I have to like, because I put it in the fighting game chat that I'm in, and they said you have to do something like big screen mode in Steam and configure it so it just reads as a PlayStation 4 controller, not so much as a fight stick.
I've heard of that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to mess around with it.
So what were you using in the meantime?
Oh, you can download this other software that goes into the folder for Dragon Ball. So my fight stick worked. It's like an unofficial
Yeah.
Yeah.
workaround. It's
I
so
hate it.
I mean, from what I played, I'm just doing the tutorials because I hate being that guy. Because my friends have already, like, my friends bought it like midnight.
Mhm.
You know, I've been playing it since, and I don't want to be that dude that comes and like, "Hey guys, how do I do my special?"
Yeah.
So like, I just want to I want to actually know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be as good as them, obviously, but I don't want to be like, "Yo, how do I grab?"
No,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
like
You
you
know what I
kind of
mean?
you kind of learn that like everybody has the same inputs.
Yeah.
Everybody has a quarter circle forward and back mostly, and then whatever button you do is a different thing.
Well, maybe not even. I'm more concerned about like, because there's special stuff too.
Well,
like,
all like
Yeah,
weird,
yeah.
like building up your
Yeah.
level, like when to pull the meter.
exactly.
So you
Uh,
usually need 3 on your
Yeah.
on your key gauge to do
Yeah,
like
yeah,
your big special, like your meteor one, which is it's usually quarter circle back and R2.
yeah.
And that's the one that you can't switch out of with like different people because like Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, like switching and somebody
Mhm.
mid special, they do their special coming in.
Yeah.
You do that with the R1 stuff, like a quarter circle forward R1, I think.
Yeah. And then you
Something
can
like
trigger L1 to pull.
Well, there's also stuff like how to knock them off the stage and force them to bring in their says like if I just went in full naked, I would have not known how to
Yeah.
do that. You know,
No.
it's simple to do,
Yeah.
but I just wouldn't know how to do it.
Those I did. That was the first thing I did. I was like, should I tutorial?
Yeah.
And I went right to tutorial.
That's what I did. Yeah.
I did it beginning to end. There were a couple of them where I was like, how the fuck do you do like some of them were really obtuse. It was like there's that have you ever seen that fucking it's a dumb whatever, like the rest of the owl or whatever. Like it's like how to draw an owl. And it's like draw 2 eyes. And then draw the owl and it's like this fully detailed
yeah.
It's like how did you get from A to B?
Okay.
And there was one of those in the tutorial for combat where it was like it was collect the first Dragon Ball, the number 1 Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, and it just says that.
It
And I
doesn't
was like,
even tell you.
all right, let me hit start. Maybe it has more information. Then it was like, in order to whatever, you must collect the first Dragon Ball. And I was like, yeah, fucking how?
So I found out that there's 2 ways to do the whole Dragon Ball thing.
Oh yeah, I looked it up. I found some very nice gentleman on the YouTube.
Basically, just match square. Honestly,
Yeah, that
that's
was
the easiest way to do it. Because
But-
like, for each star is like how many combos you have to do. So 1 star is 10 hit combo, 2 stars 20 hit combo, all the way up to 70.
Yeah.
But if you do the light combo with square,
Yep.
you get a random Dragon Ball. So you have a better chance of getting 7
Well, that or there
with
is
that. But it's both of you doing this together. It's not just you have your own Dragon Ball gauge. He has his own Dragon Ball gauge. You both are doing combos together, and you're both adding Dragon Balls to the centerpiece. So then when your key gauge goes up to 7, which is
you
the
can-
max,
Yeah.
pull off the square combo, and you summon Shenron, and then you get whatever like
You choose
wish
one
you
of
want
4.
to. Yeah,
No, I did it by. So I'll give it. If you're listening and you're diving into it,
but like getting all that is
Yeah.
rarely ever fucking happens.
at least as Goku, square, square, triangle, triangle, circle, quarter circle, X. There's your combo.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They do have a combo tutorial too, so I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
dive
square
into
that up.
too.
I do like. I was kind of annoyed by it at first, but I kind of think it's funny now. Just the 1 button combos, like
Mhm.
square.
Yeah,
It's like, I see what they're doing here.
Yeah.
I see what they're doing.
Like it
But you
works, but long run, you can tell that like you're not gonna get far with it.
Oh, you're not, yeah, because I mean, there's other ones, even just the light, medium, heavy combo. Like that's obviously going to be a little more damaging than just square.
I catch myself doing more like Street Fighter stuff.
Yeah.
I'm always quarter circling moves instead of mashing a button. Unless I'm like
that's how I'm
panic,
playing
like,
it.
get off me.
I'm kind of playing like fast Street Fighter, even like Marvel type of approach to it.
it's hella good.
But yeah, like Budokai 2 has like that chart where it's like you move around and stuff too.
I kind of like that approach.
So yeah, so like the story mode, like so I forgot that it does. This looks familiar. Why? Which Budokai was it? I was like, oh yeah, that's this one. But I like how they're doing it, where it's like you level up and you have items you can equip and you can build your team and
It's pretty cool.
you have certain turns, so you have to be like strategic. I'm like, I can see this getting harder as it goes on. I'm on like 14% in it, and
Yeah.
I only have like maybe 4 characters, and like
Yeah, I forget how far.
everyone's like level 4 or 5 right now for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, but the thing I don't like about it is that it's good but bad. If you did a tutorial, this is bad. If you haven't done a tutorial, it's good. Because some of those fights, they repeat the tutorial stuff. And more than once.
Yep.
And it's like, I know how to fucking
See, you know what?
hit.
I'm okay with that because I did the
Yeah.
Dragon Rush. Is that what it's called? Dragon Rush? I don't know what the fuck it's called. I did that tutorial like 3 times because I did it first. I'm like, I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah.
No. So I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
do it again.
true. I did the tutorial and it was like, I forgot some of this already.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I do never realize how much I love little hub worlds. Just that whole,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you're like a tiny version of your character, whatnot.
Yep.
You just run. I spent a good time just running around, just like
I like
you know,
this
looking around
one.
town.
I like this one more than the Call of Duty one where you can see people test weapons and you can see them open up their loot crates. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I like you don't get to see any of that. It's just people just hanging out, just
Yeah,
running
it's just
around.
random people running around.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, okay.
And I like the gotcha approach of like, all right, well, let me see what I got 1,000 coins. I'm gonna go get one of these capsules and see what I got. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a banner.
You just building your little fight card like
Yeah.
Street Fighter or something.
There's just a lot.
It's-
There's not a lot to learn, but it kind of is because it's I don't know. I feel like it's a lot to memorize.
Yeah.
But I also like approaching it. I was like, oh man, this is how fighting games should do it. Like a lot of they're doing a lot of the right stuff. Like if Street Fighter V had launched like this,
If Street Fighter V launched, that's a complete game in general. You know.
I know.
Yeah, it's like, you want to talk about slow paced story? Play Street Fighter 5 story.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to do that again. Did you get anything else?
Nah, that's been my weekend. Like ever since like that game came out, all my friends have been like, come over and play it. So I just been doing but like just local fights. I'm like, all right, let me build up all that Zenny.
Yeah.
'Cause you're getting some every fight.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the majority of it has been Dragon Ball, and that feels good.
No, I'm itching to play it now. Like I want to stop recording this podcast and play it, but we can't do that. Ben, what'd you get into this week?
Just light. Like I said, I've just been busy with
Yeah, you're
moving out and then being in 2 bands. You know, it doesn't really help with having free time. But the free time I had, I was playing Street Fighter V.
How's practice going?
It's going well. I mean, I was playing online, and I think now it's to the point the only thing that actually makes me full rage tilt, like want to punch myself in the face, is when someone fucking taunts me.
Oh.
I was playing against one guy, and the thing is, like, there was no reason he had to taunt me. Like, it was like a normal match, and he would like sneak in like a quick taunt and like not even finish the taunt. I'm like, dude, come.
I hate it when you constantly get knocked down and they taunt when you're down. And it's more than once. They just keep doing it.
That's the
It's
only,
like
that's the only
psychological warfare, man. Just
thing.
don't.
It's the only thing I know. Just block it. Just block
just
it.
dab it.
Just
Dab the
block it.
haters.
Just-
I had a couple of those moments. No one was taunting in Dragon Ball, but like
I don't think there
One-
is taunts.
no, but there's one guy who just like, as soon as the match started, he just like, and I was like,
like little shit like that. Even when
I
'cause
would teabag.
but
I would just keep spamming crouch.
I
over
would.
and
I
over.
remember in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 online on 360, there's not a taunt in Mortal Kombat. So what I will do is when it's like, finish him, I will just like if the person's like sitting there twirling, I just jump over them back and forth.
God, that's the biggest
Like-
fuck you.
So yeah, I posted this in the chat in Street Fighter 5. I had a rage quitter, man. It felt fucking great.
No, oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've had them before. I don't know why this one felt. I think this is my first one in ranked. So I'm like, dude, dog, you just fucked yourself over. I mean, you could have just finished the round. It doesn't matter.
Didn't
Take
do
the
it.
loss, dude.
And I know like fighting games are now more aware of that kind of stuff. Like people get penalized for like rage
yeah.
quitting and all that. in turn, I don't know if this is a thing, but if it's not, it should. Do the people that don't rage quit, or do they get like
Awarded?
Yeah, do they get
Rewarded?
awarded double for
I
anything?
can't remember.
Because that's what it should be.
Because when like
I don't think so.
in Street Fighter V, when someone rage quits, like you don't even see it coming. It's you're fighting, all of a sudden the screen goes black, and it's like bam bam, and the like little icon on the bottom says connection lost, and it's just like you son of a bitch.
User
Son
whatever
of a bitch.
became a little bitch.
Yeah.
It was like I said in the chat, it was Lara versus Lara because,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, he didn't win a round, and I just kept beating him up. So I guess you just wanted to take the easy way out, you know?
That's. I mean, hey. You know,
I've totally raged. I've rage quit in Street Fighter 4 a lot.
really.
Yeah, I think
I don't
Street Fighter 4 was like, all right, I'm done with fighting games for a little bit. But then the Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out. I was like, all right, I'm back in. And I was like, no, never mind, I'm back out.
I've rage quit in the, like match is over. I'm not rematching. Fuck you. I'm gone.
Yeah.
But I haven't like mid match been like,
I think I've rage quit it more in Halo than anything.
oh
But yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's just I don't know. I still like. I'm gonna play Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I fucking hate anime. I'm trying really hard, really hard. Look, anime's cool. It's fine. It's just
no,
I
man,
can't.
to each their own. I'm not offended. You know, you like your own thing. But I would put myself. I feel like Dragon Ball is like a mainstream like shoe-in thing that like I kind of separate it from anime.
You know what? That's a really good point
Yeah.
because they don't take themselves too.
'Cause-
I
'cause
hate
you
it
gotta
when
think about
animes
it.
take themselves too seriously.
And
That's
this
what
one
I hate.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's 'cause
You're right.
Like, dude,
You're right, and it's got killer guitar solos in the background. I like it.
Dude, that
Yeah.
intro. It's the same the same art style as Chrono Trigger. You just gotta see it like that.
It's that. No, that's what I always go to, and I love Chrono Trigger. Maybe it's not even just the art style stuff. I just hate it when, like I said,
You
when
just hate-
anime they take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
I like the ridiculousness of Dragon Ball with everybody has like the blown out hair
Yeah,
and like
fucking-
the 3 million super moves, like
Yeah.
just constant screaming. I'm like, all right, I get it. Yeah. Just-
Testosterone.
I mean, it's I catch myself sitting there and I'm like, wow, those are 3D models.
Yeah,
Dude,
I-
that still
yeah.
fucking blows my mind.
I kept calling Katie down.
Still
I was like,
blows
look
my
at
mind.
this, look at this.
it looks better than the show. Like
Yeah.
I wish the show was
it
just
does.
redone with all this.
It does look better than the show. I don't get how. I just want to know how they
It's
did
those
it.
angles, man. They got those like manga comic book ass
They do.
angles when they
Yeah.
come flying in and you like lock
I do
in
like
arms.
that.
Really,
Yeah,
really
I
good
like that.
lighting too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm. Good
yeah,
cell
all the
shading.
above. Yeah, I'm gonna play a lot more Dragon Ball. I don't really have a choice because everybody is playing it,
Yeah.
and I don't want to miss this train.
This does make me want to jump back into Guilty Gear though, because the same people,
Yeah.
same models from
Same
from
engine,
Zerd.
right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Same engine.
Well, it's
like
Unreal
3D
but,
models.
Yeah,
and
There's one of the Guilty Gears is on sale this week.
it's probably it's the original Zerd like vanilla.
Yeah.
It's not the second whatever like. It's like Zerd Revelator or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then like Zerd like second Revelator is like the added on stuff to it.
I did like Guilty Gear, but I think I'm done jumping into new fighting games. Like
Isn't
I'm
like-
on my limit.
Oh no, it's Guilty Gear says heaven or hell, then fight. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I thought they said heavy metal and then fight. I mean that game is nothing but like rock
Yeah.
references and everything.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
yeah, I liked it when I played it. But yeah, after Dragon Ball, I think I'm done jumping into new fighting games because
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah, I get
It's too
that.
much out. Well, other than
but-
Soul Calibur when that comes out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I have been checking out that trailer too, the 30-minute gameplay footage. It was awesome. So yeah, after Soul Calibur 6,
I just saw like
I'm done with fighting games.
once I saw like the like cursed Keelik or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here comes evil Ryu.
Yep.
Great. It was cool though. Oh, that was pretty neat. Just that whole trailer.
Yep.
I didn't watch the 30-minute thing.
I was just scrubbing through it. Like I would watch like maybe a round or two,
But,
it's
like,
just it's the same thing over and over again.
That one dude with like the eye, I was
Yeah.
like, jury
Mhm.
immediately. It's just jury.
I asked Akko if he wanted to come on the show this week, and he couldn't make it tonight, but he said to make sure we all knew that he absolutely 100% loves Dragon Ball Fighters.
Dope.
Oh, I'm in that
Yeah,
fighting
yeah, it's-
group chat.
Oh, one little thing. I'm not sure. Maybe Matt knows. I'm pretty sure he does. If he's playing as Gotenks, if I read that chat correctly.
I think yeah.
When you win with him, like they have the little animation moment when they win, but
Yeah.
then there's like the still frames of like the results and everything.
Yeah.
Gotenks is dabbing. He's like
Ah, shit.
Oh, found my main.
Yeah, he
He's fun.
when he texted that, I thought he made a spelling error or like an autocorrect mistake.
I think it would go tanks with an A, but it's
Either way, I was like, what
Oh.
the fuck is a go tanks? I don't even know. I was like, did he mean to say trunks? I was like, what?
Well, I
That's
mean,
how-
you're not really
And there's someone named
wrong.
Bra.
Well, now I know.
Bra was in
So there
Dragon
is.
Ball.
What's up, bro?
Well, here's
No,
the
I'm
thing.
talking about like the thing
Yeah.
for the boobies.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing, because Bulma's last name is Briefs.
Oh, right.
Trunks.
Mm.
And so in Dragon Ball GT, she has a daughter named Bra. And I'm not sure if that's like, but GT's not canon. They just retconned it. And Dragon Ball Super
No, because
is
I remember,
now
I remember hearing
canon.
about that in like elementary school. Someone was like, "They're all named after underwear." I'm
Yeah.
like, he's not wrong. Where's Thong at?
Yeah, just like all the Saiyans are puns based off of vegetables.
What?
All like so, Kakarot is based off of carrot, Vegeta vegetable. I'm not sure about Nappas, but there's other characters in Dragon
Apple?
Ball Super.
Napple, a Napple, a classic Napple.
They're all Napples.
No, but a broccoli. There's characters in Super where it's
Tien?
like where it's like Califat. Well, he's not Saiyan.
I
It's
didn't
just
know
the
that.
Saiyans. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't take itself seriously, as you
That's
can tell. Piccolo is named after a woodwind.
I was waiting to hear someone scream Kakarot at the beginning of it, but it never happened. 'Cause that's my whole recollection of Dragon Ball.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
think
mean-
carrot.
Say, oh, well, maybe when Brawly gets released as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah. What mode did you or version did you all buy? Just,
I got the $95 like Fighters edition
Damn.
where it gives you the season pass.
Okay.
Because the other one, the only difference is that you get an announcer pack, which would come later. It doesn't come out till like March,
okay.
and then you get like extra music, which is not until April. So I was
Huh.
like, you know what? They're going to release those separately, and you're not getting a deal buying this all together anyway. So I'll just buy it when it comes out. But I wanted the season pass at least, so I don't have to worry about that. Because whatever.
Yeah. I was just curious.
Because like I almost bought the physical collector's edition, but it doesn't come with a season pass, and it comes with like a statue of Goku.
I did
was
see the
like, I was like,
statue.
that's cool, but then I realized it's a statue that's been around for a while. Just the base is different, and he's painted
Oh,
differently
really?
to look more like the true manga colors. So he has more of like a comic book feel to his paint style. It's like that's cool, but not worth $130. So I was like, yeah, Fighters
Yeah, thanks.
edition.
Well, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back, and we got a lot of news this week, like a lot, but we'll do it kind of fast, mostly. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Time for news in a segment that we call news.
Oh, I was wondering.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think this may be my, I don't know, maybe I would say 30th episode. I was wondering what it was called this whole time.
News.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, this is where we give you the hot news of the week. Really, usually
Thought it was show and tell.
it was, and then we stopped because then we just sort of the whole idea with show and tell, which I loved, was that we were each finding like a thing to bring and just each talk about. And there was one week.
Yeah, I can see how this is different.
Yeah, this we just kind of like.
Okay.
I know the way we've been doing it. We just kind of send each other these news stories, collect them all, and then run through the headlines.
And it kind of sounds like nudes.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
that's where we're
Yeah.
we're tapping into that.
Yeah.
Noodles.
Yeah, we got some headlines here, so we'll read through, talk about a couple of these things here. Paragon is getting shut down in April. It's Epic Games free-to-play MOBA. I can hear how sad you guys are about Paragon shutting down. But yeah,
My friend Joe's sad about it.
yeah, I remember, or I've seen him play a bunch of it, but
Yeah, he really enjoyed that game, and but I was like, hey, you're getting refunded at least, but you have to like fill out this thing and like try to like document like how much you paid for it, and he'll probably get like $100 back.
wow.
Well, he bought 2 copies.
Oh, I was
And
about to say,
it's a $40 game. So the other 20 is like whatever else he put towards it.
I'm surprised they're even offering a refund.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're like, sorry, Fortnite's making all his money, so
yeah.
Yeah. But this is a free-to-play MOBA. What was the $40 part?
the game itself, I think.
Was it free to play?
I mean, it is free to play, but you're limited with like who you can use and all.
I
that.
got
So
it,
if you want
got it,
access to everything, it's
Got it.
Yeah. Free
How long's
start.
it been out?
Maybe like a year or so.
Yeah.
Not
I didn't
long
think it
at
was
all.
too long. So yeah, April 26th is the kill date
Yeah.
on that. Epic statement just says, after careful consideration and many difficult internal debates, we feel there isn't a clear path for us to grow Paragon into a MOBA that retains enough players to be sustainable. We didn't execute well enough to deliver on the promise of Paragon. We have failed you, despite the team's incredibly hard work, and we're sorry.
Yeah, it kind of gave like a blandish. We're using the vibe word again, but like vibe.
Yeah.
But I played it for a bit, and like I can see how it can be enjoyable, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sorry.
They didn't really do a good job marketing it, though. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
I guess, you know, you can only do so much in a fucking saturated market that the MOBA is, you know?
Yeah. We got 2 games coming to Switch at some point this year. The first one Matt thought was related to Dota because of its name, but it's not. Aegis Defenders coming to Switch February 8th. Soon. Real soon. This is a tower defense 2D platformer.
Yeah, this looks fun.
And the dope thing is, slide a Joy-Con off, you and a pal are playing together right there on the go. It was kind of coupled with the announcement, or right around the same time, Dead Cells is coming to Switch.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of talk about this.
I've been poking at Dead Cells a little bit, like visually. I haven't touched it because it's in early access, but it's a procedurally generated Metroidvania, which is interesting.
Is it 3D models on a 2D plane?
I believe so.
Because it's like cell shaded-ish looking.
Yeah, but with Dead Cells, my thing with that one is always like it's an interesting thing because Metroidvanias, you're like, it's a very curated experience. Like they're mapping out this perfect map for you, and you need to uncover it piece by piece. To have that be procedurally generated is interesting.
Akko told me about this game. That's what I was trying to remember
Yeah,
from.
it looks really, really good.
Yeah,
I just haven't touched it because of its.
early access.
I was waiting because it seemed like they were like rapidly updating that, and I was like, well, it'll be out soon enough. I'll just wait.
Yeah.
But that one, at its 1.0 release on PC, it'll also be on Switch. Little rumor. Normally, we don't really talk about rumors unless they're related to Nintendo Directs.
Or Shenmue.
No, but we normally rumors are rumors, so it's hard to kind of pin it down. But this comes by way of Jason Schreier, who has through and through proven himself to be pretty reliable. And rumor has it that BioWare has kind of turned themselves into a single game studio to really crack down on Anthem. Remember, that was that Destiny-like... See all these likes this episode. That Destiny-like game announced at E3 last year. There's still small teams maintaining Star Wars The Old Republic and putting together the next Dragon Age. But Anthem, apparently the fall 2018 window mentioned during E3 was never realistic, says one source. Exact dates remain in flux, and Anthem's developers must also plan for a beta release, an EA Access launch, and an ongoing schedule of patches and updates. But it appears unlikely to developers that publisher EA will allow BioWare to delay the game any further than March 2019 at the end of the fiscal year. So it doesn't seem like it's going to hit that fall 2018, but it probably won't get slipped too much further into 2019.
Probably quarter 2.
I don't want them to Mass Effect Andromeda this.
I don't think they will, but it's definitely not going to be playable day 1.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, it won't.
Nope.
No way in hell.
This is supposed to be big ass.
Yeah, man, that's not working.
Multiplayer.
Yeah.
Their servers are not going to be...
It's either that or you cut content from it. It's one or the other.
So
or
wait,
both. You might end up cutting
it will
content
be
and-
both. Because, buy that season pass. It's all about season passes now.
Yeah.
So this isn't a single-player game.
I feel like it is, but
So it's
you could
just
you could play the single player portion with your friends.
so it's their version of
Destiny.
Destiny. All right.
Iron Man Simulator.
I don't know why I took it as like another single player RPG experience, but I guess I was way off.
Because it's BioWare, and you'd assume that.
Oh, you would assume that.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a big kind of breakdown on Kotaku with a lot more information than we're kind of throwing at you. But I found it interesting. We were just talking not too long ago that game probably wouldn't, or was that part of our predictions or Game of the Year
Someone
stuff?
predicted that it was going to get delayed, didn't they?
Did
Thought
Matt?
someone did. Maybe
I
it was
feel
Matt.
like it would be Matt.
Did he put it in his?
He predicted something about
Did he
it.
put it in his predicts?
If it would be anyone, I feel like it would be him. I can't confirm,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna confirm.
it's just a game I never really had interest in to begin with.
Yeah, I don't
So-
really care about it.
I'm intrigued. Like after liking Destiny a bit, I'm like, all right. He didn't put it in his predictions. I think we talked about it
Okay.
during Game of the Year stuff.
Maybe.
Okay.
I was just trying to remember when, but that's fine.
I think we were talking about it as part of the "Please Don't Suck" category.
That makes
That
sense.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, Ubisoft is introducing Sam, a new virtual assistant meant solely for gamers. That's right.
You know what? I was thinking the other day, if there's one thing Ubisoft needs right now,
Yeah.
virtual assistant.
Yep. Well, I have great news for you. Sam is gonna, if you say, hey, when is this game gonna come out? It'll tell you with a link to Ubisoft's online store. It might even show you the latest trailer for that game. If you just casually drop in an acronym like ACO into a conversation, Sam's gonna understand you're probably talking about Assassin's Creed Origins and not All Celeste Others, which is the acronym I always talk about.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I don't even know what an Assassin's Creed is.
Me neither. But yeah, non-gaming answers won't really happen. I think the one thing that's cool about this, the teeny tiny little thing, is if you are the example given here in this article is if you're a competitive Rainbow Six Siege player, when you sign in, Sam will helpfully chime in with a recap of your last match, tell you how many PvP rounds you've won so far, and most importantly, offer up a selection of curated YouTube videos to help you get even better.
I feel like this is going to be infuriating. Like, say you,
It's
you
like,
like,
hey, heard you're a scrub. Here's a
yeah.
Think, just close your eyes and imagine that weird futuristic world where there's always something talking to us. It's tapping into that little like weird cyberpunk future of just like, hey, what's on my agenda today? It's like, well, Ben, last time on Rainbow Six Siege, you killed 5 dudes and I can see it.
That's called schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's lived out now through AI instead of just up here.
I don't know. With the way YouTube's going, I don't think you're going to be finding YouTube videos on how to get good.
I mean, that's true too. But yeah, I don't know. This
Maybe
seems. It seems interesting.
I don't see why they're doing it, but like, I mean, whatever.
It's gonna be something like you don't just do this cause like there's got to be a
Yeah.
down the line thing.
I want a virtual assistant to just show me random YouTube videos of just like memes. Be like, hey, check this out. Like, what is this? This is like a cat farting for some reason. I'm like, huh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't even ask for it, but it just happened.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah,
But I guess I could just get real friends to do that.
It's true.
yeah, but then you gotta have the friend part. In an ongoing story called Psyonix does great things with crossplay. Psyonix is doing great things with crossplay. Someone on Twitter tweeted, "Are you currently working on the cross-platform party system? And if so, could you maybe give us a little hint of the possible release date? Can't wait to play ranked with my friends on PS4."
Pause. Why don't we say who Psyonix is real quick?
The developers of Rocket League.
Yes.
Great
go on.
question. If you recall, Psyonix brought cross-platform play, not for the first time. It's not the first time it's happened, but in a big way last year. One that at least kind of made waves. So cross-play between Switch, PC, and Xbox One versions of Rocket League.
Oh, not PS4.
No, Jim Ryan
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
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 But since its debut on these new platforms, the one thing that I've been kind of like, hey, that'd be cool. Maybe if Matt's playing, I can play, but I didn't. If he's playing on this one, do I have to have it on? The fact that now they're getting ready to do cross-platform party support, that's super dope. And sets a precedent that it can be done. Because up until now, it's been all of this like, well, actually you can't with this, with that. No. It can
I
be
never
done.
even thought about that. So you could team up with some. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I don't even know why I didn't even think
Doesn't
about
matter
that
what
before.
you own, what platform you like.
That's
the cool thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wonder if, because with Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, you can like have teams of people now and go online. I wonder if it's like build a team of mix of PC and PS4 players.
I didn't even try that.
Yeah.
There's something else that I was playing recently that I had a similar thought about, or I don't even remember now.
Because like even like Minecraft has that
Yeah.
like cross playing. Besides DS owners, sorry.
But the party system, I think, is really, really neat. Yeah, they said we're actively working on a cross-platform party support for 2018 release. With a follow-up tweet says, "Hi there, thanks for reaching out. At the moment, there are no official words on cross-platform being added in a near future." This is after someone said, "Will there be cross-platform play for Switch and PS4?" And it says, "Remember that it also depends on each platform's terms of use, so there's a lot to be taken into consideration, far from just our game only."
Yeah, but that's the next step we need to go with gaming. Is like it doesn't matter what you're playing on, just as long as you're playing together.
Yeah, I agree.
Cause like I might like this system, but for a specific game, I hate this controller.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I want to be. Yeah.
Or this system has this game and the other one doesn't, but we both have the same game.
Cause I wouldn't mind using a DualShock 4 on an Xbox One,
No, I mean like
or vice
There's-
versa.
there's certain
Xbox One on a
things-
PS4.
all right. So for example, right now, right,
PC
like,
then. PC.
I've been playing PUBG on Xbox One.
Yeah.
If I never bought an Xbox One, that game's eventually coming to PS4. But if I never bought an Xbox One, I would never be able to play with my brother and nephew. Right? Like that kind of thing needs to happen where it doesn't matter what platform you have. You
Yeah,
just buy
and
the
I can
game.
see how that could be a hindrance to companies with consoles and trying to make money because exclusivity or whatever.
Well, you
but-
can still have the exclusive games. That's
Yeah.
the whole part about exclusives. It's stupid when there's both consoles have the same game.
yeah.
That's just like saying, "Oh, I have Windows 10, you have Windows 7. Can't play." That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. I agree.
Out of big steps.
Jim Ryan,
Come
hit him up.
on. We got two more news stories that I think are one's kind of little sad, one's really dope. Kind of in the wake of our exciting crossplay news, some other neat news. But
Get the
before,
sad out of the way.
Well, before we do either of those two, we actually have one bonus surprise news story that Mark kind of accidentally said something and made something happen.
Oh shit.
During this podcast?
Huh?
During this recording?
Was it last week you said it?
Oh.
It was.
I forgot what I said.
I
already.
also don't know if it was on air or if it was off air, but Mark made mention of something that happened years ago.
Oh no, it was on air. It was. On air. Yeah, it was last week.
And now, within the last week,
That's right. I remember now. Okay.
Vince McMahon's XFL will return in 2020.
Woo.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
Extreme
I summoned that
football.
demon.
The Extreme Football League ran from 2001 and 2002. But yeah,
I remember they were so in love with their cameras because they had cables going across the field, and you could see or like helmet cam view of them playing these games.
that was pretty
like, oh man, low volume air horn because that was unprepared.
So this says there will be no crossovers with WWE talent. Separate entity with 8 teams, 40-man rosters, and a 10-game season. Shorter, faster-paced, family-friendly games, which I don't really like that part,
And
that represent professional football reimagined.
see, I thought this was like going to be the closest thing to Blitz in real life.
yeah.
I want
Like,
that.
can you get away with drop kicks and elbow drops on them and stuff?
You know what else I want though? I want like special unlocks, right? Like if you catch the ball between like the 40 and 50 yard line in a specific quadrant, well, then a table pops up out of the ground just in front of you, and a mace is right there. So you can grab the mace and swing it at the motherfucker
what?
behind you.
I'm
That's what we need.
gonna try summon another thing here. I've always had this in my mind. I always love the idea of like.
Careful. Hold on. Before
Nope.
you do this,
No.
remember, we need Mother 3. So if you just want to, while you're at it,
Okay.
no, where do you go? You got it.
I've always loved the idea of like being a mascot on a team, but I've always wanted the mascots to really fight each other. So the halftime should be a mascot fight.
Oh
Alright.
hell
like,
yeah!
Like XFL
Yeah.
should have that.
Yeah.
They're padded, they're protected.
Yeah.
You know, go at it.
Beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I am really on board with that.
Maybe throw wrestlers in those costumes and just never tell them that it's them.
That's
I don't
fine.
know, but that would be how great would that be?
That'd be pretty good.
I would love to be in the mascot fighting league.
I don't know if they've
Whatever.
announced which teams, but
That should be a game.
if you were designing an XFL team, what if we were going to make one for Baltimore? Who is the Baltimore XFL team? Sorry, I'm just kind of throwing this on you.
Maybe a syringe,
but a
Yeah.
syringe. Are we that big of a? All right.
a spoon. I don't know. No. I like for real. It'd probably be some like messed up version of like Natty Bow or something.
So there's like the
Handlebar
Baltimore
mustache or
Crabs.
something.
Yeah. The crabs.
crabs.
We're gonna get you.
It's like a deformed Natty Bow with a crab claw hand or something.
Yeah. All right. I'm in with this.
Hulk Hogan stash.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, I kind of want to watch. I remember watching XFL as a kid.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shoulder pads are like the
Yeah.
milk poop plants, gold things.
Oh yeah. They're pretty good.
I'm just curious because it's not gonna be here till what 2020.
Oh yeah. Shit. We got a ways. I'm thinking this is coming on like next week, but it's
Yeah,
fucking not.
and everybody's like, "It's coming back, baby!" Like, yeah, man, we got a couple years, man.
XFL. Hold on. Let's see here. Was there a Baltimore team?
Maybe like a rat with pigeon wings.
Was it even? Was it city based? The teams? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I don't know.
Teams.
I just remember one team was like gold and black, and I don't know what it was.
So there were 8 teams split between the Eastern and Western divisions. You had the Birmingham Thunderbolts, Chicago Enforcers. I remember that. The New York, New Jersey Hitmen,
Okay.
the Orlando Rage, the Las Vegas Outlaws, Los Angeles Extreme, the Memphis Maniacs with an X,
Yes.
and the San Francisco Demons.
I know my team.
Oh shit! I don't know what I want.
What do you mean? The
Like
Demons.
Baltimore.
Is Baltimore getting a team?
I don't know, but if they were, Baltimore.
I don't know. I don't. Bums.
Beef.
Yeah, pit beef is a Baltimore thing.
Is it? I feel
Dude.
like that's just.
You
I know we have dope pit beef. I'm just saying, is that a thing that
Dog.
originated here?
when I was in New Jersey,
Yes.
there was this like pit beef restaurant that opened up, and they were like, "Hey, we should all go there for lunch." I'm like, "Oh, I'm looking at the menu." He's like, "Oh, they just got like pit beef and stuff. That's cool." And they're like, "What's pit beef?" I'm like, "What do you call it here?" And they're like, "Brisket." And I'm like,
Brisket. Fuck out of here, brisket.
"It's like, dog, it's not even the same thing, man.
No.
Pit beef." Man, so yeah, it's like a Baltimore
I have
thing.
a beef brisket.
Beef brisket.
Fuck out of here.
Let's just pull a note from basketball. Just be a Baltimore Beers.
I'm alright with that.
I'm
Yeah.
down. Sign me
Yeah.
up. I want to be on the team. I want to be that dude.
Steve Perry.
I'm always gonna welcome basketball references on this.
Get me.
The Baltimore Squeaks.
You guys rip on me 3 or 4 more times, 13 or 14 more times. I'm out of here. Yeah, whatever, you little bitch.
Not a little bitch. Yeah, well, you're a piece of shit.
God, you still work for the cable company? You're the worst. And you should have been gone. Mitomo, coming to an end. Sad end. All your Isabel posters coming down off that wall, Mark.
Not getting refunded for any of this. All the $50 I spent in this game.
Did you really spend $50?
Probably something
I
around
forgot
that.
how much.
It's probably more.
Well,
I was helping Nintendo out, all right? That was money going
I
towards
know.
the Switch.
I know. You did good. You did good. Mitomo was the first Nintendo smart device application. This was the one that involved your me inside a little apartment room. You could decorate it, but really the cool thing was the survey questions. It was kind of like the...
you could get away with saying so much.
Dude, there was no filter on what you said because only your friends could see what you were saying. And it was really good. Like, what I liked about Miitomo the best was we know each other, but we don't know each other in the way that this thing wants you to know each other.
Yeah.
So it would ask questions that we would never ask each other.
It's like very simple.
They're simple,
stuff.
but like I'm not going to ask you what the last color shirt you bought was and why.
Yeah.
Or
black. Is it?
yeah, I know.
Spoilers.
Like, or what the last TV show was that made you cry. Like, I'm not going to ask that question, but Miitomo will, and you're going to answer it, and either you're going to answer it legit, and then I learned something about you, or you're going to answer it with a fucking dumb answer
you still
that
learned
makes
something
me laugh,
about me.
but I still learned something about it. It had a good charm to it.
I remember listening to that episode,
The Isabel...
the Fritches, when you guys got it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was
really
like a
good.
game that only lasted a week to the world, and then nobody talked about it ever again.
We
But
came
I was
back
still
to
like,
it from time to time.
yeah, I was still like, we were still playing with it here and there, and I still think to this, I'm not sure if I said it on the podcast, but this should move, this should migrate to the Switch, and this should be the, like, you know, like the Wii U had that little hub world station thing, like this should be your thing now.
I
It
agree.
should.
I agree. So it'll be over May 9th at...
Atlas Paragon.
I know. May 9th at 12 a.m. Pacific time. If you've earned Miitomo Platinum points, you can still redeem them for regular Platinum point rewards on mynintendo.com, even after the service has ended.
Does my Nintendo still have rewards?
Well, yeah, kind of. In a way. Speaking of rewards, here's some rewards you can get if you have the money to throw down every month. Xbox Game Pass is expanding its offerings. This surprised the hell out of me this week. So Xbox Game Pass was launched in June 2017, not even a year old yet. $10 a month, $9.99, and you get this kind of rotating catalog. Some things are going to stay in there for a while. Some things are going to kind of drop out depending on how publishers go. It's similar to the PlayStation Plus library, right? But the PlayStation Plus library, you get new games each month, and they kind of rotate out.
Yeah.
If you download them, great. If not, you got to buy them.
So is a Game Pass different from Games with Gold?
It is. It's a separate thing. So Games with Gold, you still get 3 different things each month for free that'll be attached to you as long as you have Games with Gold. Game Pass is a little bit more like...
Would that be similar to like now?
It's similar.
Not really, but-
it's similar to Netflix,
Okay.
right? Where you pay X amount of bucks a month to Netflix, and that changes on it seems like a week to week basis. They
Are the
change
games
their
streamed?
price. They're not. You download the games.
Okay.
So
So PlayStation Now is streamed. This
PlayStation Now is
downloaded.
streamed, and PlayStation Now's offering it's like $20 a month, I think, to stream the games. This it's $10 a month. You download the games. As long as you're a member of that service and that game is up on their service, you can continue to play it.
So does that mean?
And Nintendo's
Sorry,
equivalent
no,
is-
I'll let you finish.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering, does that mean, because you said it's going to be like Netflix, does that mean certain games are going to get pulled?
It already
You know
has.
what I mean? Okay.
So this has been out for a little while. Since I got my Xbox One, they gave you a free like month trial or whatever, and then I've paid the $10 to continue it. And yeah, I've gotten little notifications or messages from Xbox saying, "Hey, these 2 games are leaving Game Pass. So if you want to play them, you should play them within the next few weeks because they're leaving.
So once it leaves Game Pass, does that mean you can't play it anymore?
You got to buy it,
Even if you have it downloaded?
because the license will expire.
All right.
But for $10 a month to dive into something, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the catalog was and is 360 games with some Xbox One things mixed in there. But if you looked at the list, even as recently as today, a lot of it is 360 stuff. I would say, I might be wrong, but I would say a majority of it is Xbox 360 games. And it's just close with Xbox One exclusive titles. Or not exclusive, but native Xbox One titles. They've added Xbox titles, so you can get Fusion Frenzy and Ninja Gaiden
Nice.
Black are both on there. And the one impressive thing about Xbox Game Pass, at the beginning was that day one, Halo 5 was on there. And it was like, all right, that's kind of cool. Like, you're going to put one of your big games up there to launch your service. That makes sense. They slowly added all of the Gears of War games. They've added Fable 2 and 3. They have a lot of games in that catalog. But now, as of the 23rd, a couple days ago, Xbox announced that this year, all new Xbox One exclusive games from Microsoft Studios will be added to Xbox Game Pass on the same date as their global release. Starting with Sea of Thieves on March 20th, it'll be included in Xbox Game Pass to all members. So as long as you're paying $10 a month for this service, you just get their latest, their big. I mean, Sea of Thieves right now is their big game for the spring. Says that the plan is to bring new games timed with their global release into Xbox Game Pass. Not only includes announced titles like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3. All three of their big first-party games that we know about right now, hitting day one. Whenever they release, they will be there. But new iterations of our biggest Xbox One exclusive franchises such as Halo, Forza, and Gears of War on the same day they launch. That's fucking huge.
That is big.
That is smart because people are like, I don't want to pay $60 for this right away. And
Don't.
instead, you can just pay $10 for the month, try it out, full thing.
Yeah.
And then if you like it, you can choose to buy it. So,
Who did say you're not going to finish it in that month?
Well, then you just pay the $10 again.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
If,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
like,
So you could probably get your fill for $20 or $30, and then
As opposed to, right. I mean,
and not keeping it.
it's a good way to combat the used game market, right?
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
totally eats GameStop's lunch. But I think also it's good, like, if you think
Especially for the day one stuff. That's
day one, that's huge.
yeah. For newer games, that's a smart approach.
But if I look at something like we're not talking about this side of the fence, right? But if we flip back to the PlayStation side, where I'm kind of more active on that. I bought Injustice 2 last year. I spent $100 and I got the big ass. I know it's not a first party exclusive, but I got that. Spent $100 and get the season pass with all the characters, with all the everything. And I keep going back to that game, and I will keep going back to that game. But something like God of War coming out this year, I'm probably not going to play. I just don't. It seems fine, but I'm not going to jump into it.
It's weird. If it wasn't for the story trailer that I just saw, I wasn't caring about it. I'm still really don't care overall, but I'm a little more interested now.
But something like that, I may never. But if I were paying $10 a month and that hit, I'm gonna download God of War and I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And if I like it, then I'm gonna be inclined to go play the other God of War because I never played them. You know what I mean? So in this case, Sea of Thieves is a perfect example.
Yeah.
I love Rare. Sea of Thieves has not impressed me at all. Not one bit.
Hey, you're not the only one.
Yeah. I've had zero interest in that game. But now that I'm gonna get it because I'm already paying the $10 a month, I'm gonna fucking get it and try it.
I've always liked the idea of it. I think because what I think of is when I played Left 4 Dead with my friends. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. I'm not really thinking of like the game itself.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
I can see that.
But yeah, for $10, that's totally worth trying out.
Really dope.
I wonder if Jim Ryan's like biting his finger right now. Just
that finger better be gone. Xbox is also going to. They're working closely with retail partners such as GameStop to offer a 6-month Game Pass subscription card for those fans who look for a variety of ways to purchase and enjoy. Because I think the big thing is Game Pass also right now, the only way to do it is throw your card down, you get charged your credit card $10 a month. This you'll be able to walk into starting March 20th, be able to walk into select retailers and buy a $60 6-month subscription card. So same way you'd buy a new game, you get 6 months of this Game Pass. I think it's a pretty decent value. Yeah. And even like my brother, he's really, since he got his Xbox, he's really just played PUBG, GTA, and Battlefield 1. But he had Game Pass through the free trial that we both got. And the other day when I stopped by there, he was like, oh shit, I got to cancel that. And I was like, do you? And he was like, I don't know, I never. And I was like, look through it. And he like looked through it. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I could play that.
Only, man. See, my brother's birthday is February 25th.
Yeah.
So it's like that 6 months thing would have been perfect as a gift for him.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I think it's pretty cool that is it's coming.
It's neat.
Because same thing, like Forza. I got another thing that we didn't talk about at all, but playing through all the Halo stuff, I got a message from Xbox that said, "Thanks for being a part of the Halo franchise. Here's a code to get a Master Chief driving suit in Forza." And I loved that, like, little, like, I'm probably not going to buy Forza, but part of me is like, maybe I should buy Forza so I can use that fucking code.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Just the fact that they kind of reward being in a part of that ecosystem I liked.
Yeah.
Um,
You weren't even expecting that. Like, you weren't even looking for that.
no, I had a message that pop up, and I was like, the fuck's this? Cool. Yeah. I think that's all the news we got.
Oh,
I'm just scrubbing through. Yeah.
you don't want to say anything about Resident Evil 2?
What's that?
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
They're all like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't know that you were being teased. Sorry, we didn't mean to do that to you." And like, whatever. And, like, okay,
Yeah, whatever.
that's the most.
I don't even like Resident Evil. I don't care.
That's the most.
Yeah.
That's the most evil thing you
I
can
know.
do.
I still check ResidentEvil2.com.
I'm just gonna
All
buy.
the time.
I'm
Does it still just say okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
not okay.
I'm not okay.
Not okay.
Not okay.
I'm just gonna buy vaccine.
Hey, I do want to play that.
Yeah,
It sounds weird.
it's on my wish list.
I'll play it. I'll play it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
One more thing on that Xbox thing. If the title is an Xbox Play Anywhere title, you can play the PC version as well if you're a Game Pass member.
Nice.
So they have that Xbox
Yeah.
Play Anywhere. Sea of Thieves is one of those where
Yeah.
you buy it one place, you get it both places.
Oh, that's cool.
So if you're paying $10 a month for this service and you have PC, you can jump in and play any of these as well.
That's cool. I like that.
fucking crazy.
With my like, at this time of like my PS4 just not being the greatest, I really just like that Xbox is looking kind of good right now.
I know.
I don't know.
A hungry console manufacturer is a good console
Yep.
manufacturer.
Give Sony a year.
Sorry, guys.
It's like I said,
I think they got it backwards. Just be KO.
Microsoft and Sony, they always go, "Well, you're really cool. Wait, nope, you're
I
a
know.
jackass."
I know.
Yeah.
Once they get to that peak and they're like, "You can't touch us," and it's like, "No, fuck you." The other guy's doing cool
I
shit.
know. And then they do something real stupid.
They fall
Yeah.
and they rise back up.
Every fucking time, man. Sony will come back next year. I'm telling you.
They haven't fallen yet, though. They're still leading. The
I'm not
sales
saying they're
market.
falling because they're still leading, but like in terms of who's the douchebag,
They don't give a shit about that.
exactly that.
They don't care. They're gonna ride that douchebaggery
Yeah,
all the way to
but-
the bottom of the.
But it's not gonna do well for them, man.
I know.
People are gonna catch on eventually, especially with shit like this on Microsoft.
But they already have too far of a lead. When we get to the next generation of consoles, I think that's where things start to shift.
Yeah, I can see that.
Depending on who hits market for, if there is a next generation or what they, I don't even. That's a whole different.
That's why this
podcast
year's
for a whole-
E3, holy shit,
It's gonna be fucking weird.
yeah, it's gonna be really weird or not weird at all, and be like, we'll wait next year.
Xbox is just gonna make PC games. PlayStation's gonna have VR, and Nintendo's gonna have cardboard. It's gonna be a hell of an E3. I'm real.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
we'll close out on this. I'm hella stoked on E3. I walked by my grill last night, and I was like, "Yeah, grill,"
The girl's like, "Sup, boy?"
because I got a real ass grill. We're not getting poisoned this year, baby. No poison.
Propane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dank Hill.
Yeah, that's right. Now, did you hear the charcoal nightmare from last
Yeah,
year?
I remember you guys telling me that.
I mean, I was
Fucking-
okay. I was unscathed.
Dude, I'm like, ugh, I could feel it in the back of my throat now. I'm so upset.
Feel the air rise up in you.
Ugh. Well, that's going to do it for the Free Cheese, episode 233. My voice is going away. We got Dragon Ball to play. If you like this episode, you can find it and the rest of our episodes on thefreecheese.com, along with all of our other articles and videos and all the things we do. We had a new cover story go up this month, kind of, in a way. I
Maybe.
did something weird with the cover story this month.
But at the same time, I wouldn't say it's that weird.
Yeah, it fits.
It does.
I got a couple plans for next few months, or we do, but I'm excited. 2018 will be a good year, a different approach, but a good approach.
It's a good start for video games.
Yeah. So far so good. You can follow us on Twitter. Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at aug_mental. Ben is at SevBenz. I am at The Free Cheese. Matt, who's not here, is at MattyAce131. Normally I wouldn't call him out because he's not here. You didn't hear his voice, so why I know his thing. But he's got a birthday, Wednesday. Send him some birthday tweets.
Oh, I
Say,
will.
at MattyIce131, here's a gif of Snoop Dogg dagging. Snoop Dogg dagging. Snoop Dogg dabbing.
There he is. There he is.
Snoop Dabby Dab.
There he is. How
Snoop
far?
Dabby dab.
All right.
What?
Direct on Wednesday,
Yes.
and they announce Mother 3 motherfuckers.
Dude. That's the best birthday gift of all.
Oh my god.
Ooh, you got Barracuda.
Yeah,
All right.
buddy. All right.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, listener, for listening. We will see you next week with episode 234.